We are good.
All right. Hello on YouTube. And if you're listening on podcast form, whether it be on Apple or Stitcher or I don't know, what are the other places you can get them?
Spotify.
Spotify. Sure. Spotify.
Correct.
We're on Spotify. Right?
We are.
We're everywhere.
Yep.
Wow. That's pretty exciting. That's actually very exciting. Wonderful accomplishment for us, for the program.
Good job.
Thank you. Let me see here. Did you tweet out there that we're good to go?
I did. Yeah.
Oh, great. Boy, great. What a team, what a system. John Kruk is on Pardon My Take today, just on Twitter.
Really?
Cruckster.
Wow.
What's he been up to?
I don't know. It's kind of an odd booking.
Yeah.
Oh, who knows? I don't know. He's very funny.
Very odd.
He's a local. Is he a local Phillies guy? Maybe.
That's probably what
Oh,
happened.
yeah, that makes sense.
Preview of the World Series begins Friday. I have to admit, I have lately waded out of the political waters, but one of the two teams participating in the World Series is a Pennsylvania team, and I did watch some of the Senate debate in Pennsylvania last night with great interest.
Interesting.
I don't want to. It could be mean because this gentleman did have a stroke. I think 5 months ago, maybe in May. John Fetterman.
Right.
But this was the worst performance I've ever seen in my life, ever.
I thought it sounded pretty coherent.
I mean, do you have
Articulate.
any drops?
What qualifies you to be a U.S. senator?
1 second.
You have
When I asked for that, I want the mic drunk drops. You get any drops for that, Dave? From Fetterman last night?
I do have them.
Hi. Good night, everybody.
No. Again, Dave, with him. I don't. When I asked the second time, then I.
He said it literally.
Oh,
Mike and the Minimum fans might not
There
be
we
up till tomorrow night.
Boy, what a punchline.
oh God! I'm not gonna break anything. Idiot.
This isn't the morning. I'm already rattled this morning.
Why is that?
I don't know. My brain's moving for some reason 100 miles an hour.
Don't give it.
Blabbing about dumb stuff to Mike.
Don't
in the
give
car,
into
right?
this.
I don't
I
know. what's going on.
don't care.
He's trolling me now, I think.
What do you mean? We're trolling you? How?
He's goading me. He brings up topics that he thinks I'm going to bring up because they're so ridiculous.
That's not
So he's trying to make you look dumb.
No.
What do you mean?
I
literally
think he's
couldn't shut up.
embracing this outrageous character.
Relax. You're not talking about the. I will fire you if you bring up this auction again.
No.
Okay.
But it's a topic like that where he's
I
like,
mean, I want to raise
I'm gonna
money
show
for
how
this kid.
crazy
Listen.
I am.
Wait a second. You tell me. Not Dave.
Fine.
Go ahead.
Well, Dave refused to pull over for an ambulance this morning because in his mind they weren't going fast enough to warrant him.
Okay, so we play the Fettermans.
I told you.
I don't care. I hate you, Dave. Go ahead.
what qualifies you to be a U.S. senator? You have 60 seconds.
Hi. Good night, everybody.
I don't know. Maybe it's a comedian thing.
Going out on a high note, like
So,
Costanza.
like look, the guy legitimately is clearly going through, like, this is not, like, I don't think he's dumb. I just think he's unwell and not fit right now to run for United States Senate. The guy had a serious stroke 5 months ago. Right. He can't speak. It was worse than Herschel Walker, which is astonishing.
Well, those are two different scenarios, are they?
Well,
not?
I think Herschel Walker's probably 90 concussions.
medical probably.
Yeah, that's true. I don't. It's just each answer was more. I couldn't. Usually I stay out of this stuff. When I saw Jerry tweet, I was like, oh God. And I watched. I was like, oh my God, I'm actually transfixed. I went on YouTube and started watching the debate live. It was incredible. Did you watch any of it or no?
I just heard the clip.
It's incredible. Go ahead.
Now, we all have to make sure that everyone that works is able to, that's the most American bargain, that if you work full time, you should be able to live in dignity as well. True. And
That's
I
what
believe,
but it makes me feel bad. I feel bad for him. Like, I don't think you disagree with that?
Some Americans don't have
Just
naps.
put him, you don't have to run for Senate right now. Run in do something else.
So this was what? Like, he's already running, he has a stroke, and the family just doesn't have the balls to say, like,
Well,
you
they want him
shouldn't
to
be
be
doing
senator,
this.
and Dr. Oz, who I don't know anything about really, other than he used to be on Oprah Winfrey, I think, right? And I met him in Miami at the Super Bowl, Mike. He was there.
Ooh.
He was on KFC radio talking about coronavirus right before it started.
Wow.
Seemed very polished and very bright, whether you agree with him or not, which is, I understand. But it's amazing to watch, just like I always say with the right, to watch the left try and spin this last night. This guy could not speak.
Well, that's why
speak.
I keep hearing, I haven't followed it too much. I keep hearing what an important election it is. So is there no one that could speak that maybe they could throw out there?
Here's the thing is, I think if you ask most Democrats in America, most liberals,
They love
they
him.
will say, we don't care because he is pro-choice.
He's everything.
We just don't care because he's going to go and cast that vote.
Right.
Just almost like the Republicans with Herschel Walker. Like, we don't care. Like, not really. So it's just amazing. We wound up with Herschel Walker and John Fetterman. Like these are Senate is almost as important as fucking President of the United States. And like these, it might be more important in some ways. You can be a senator for 50 fucking years.
What's
like,
Fetterman's history though?
He's lieutenant governor right now.
Okay, so he was always in politics. Like Herschel Walker is just this movement of like celebrities who have to get
it's
into
the Trump effect.
Yeah.
It's the same with Dr. Oz. I mean,
True. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I mean,
Is that Trump or is it just like was that happening?
I
at
think
all
Herschel
before,
Walker is
where-
a direct, he's been tied to Trump, New Jersey Generals, USFL, The Apprentice.
Right.
Like, I think
I'm
he's
just
always
saying,
been-
I remember like baseball players running for
Oh,
Senate and
yeah.
shit like
Celebrities
that.
have always,
Yeah.
for sure. But now I think there's this sort of, Trump has made like Dr. Oz is essentially kind of like almost not a reality star, but like a TV star.
Yeah.
Like Oprah made him, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, now he just,
He was a monster on daytime TV for a while.
Yeah, for sure. He had a great run. So
I didn't like they referred to him as Mr. Oz in one of those clips. I didn't care for that.
Who did, Mr. Fetterman or the moderator?
The moderator.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, saying
Mr.
that
Oz, I do want to clarify
It's a little
something.
demeaning, no?
Yeah, Mr. Oz, and then
That's not
he
his
doesn't
last
even-
name, right?
I doubt it.
Isn't it? No, I think
I thought it was a longer.
isn't it Mehmet Oz or something?
Oh, I thought it was a longer. Oh, is that
maybe.
right? Oh, I thought it was a longer name. You might be right.
OZ is his last name?
That feels. Let me see. No, you're right. I apologize, Matt. Known professionally as Dr. Oz on Turkish American television. I thought he was. Again, I don't fucking know anything. I thought he was well spoken last night. Laid it out pretty good. And it was just a battering, and you see these people. I don't know. It made me like uncomfortable watching it.
Well, that answer is pretty good. The clip he was about to play about fracking, I think.
The fracking
Mr. Oz, I do want to clarify
I will say this:
something.
if you're looking to reach across the party lines, you're satisfying everyone with that answer. I mean, you go ahead.
Mr. Oz, I do want to clarify something.
Dr.
You're
Oz.
saying tonight that you support fracking, that you've always supported fracking, but there is that 2018 interview that you said, quote, I don't support fracking at all.
I think she
So
meant to
how
say
do you
Mr.
square
Fetterman.
She must have,
Yeah.
because he answers, yeah.
Because the man is a doctor. He's like what's his face? The guy who the guy who did unfortunately he's my mom's cancer doctor. Turns out we made a mistake. Doc Emmerich.
Okay.
Yeah, a doctor, like a well-known.
Right.
I trusted the guy. Everyone said he was everything. Everyone on Twitter said the man was everything.
He has a great voice.
So when my mom said I have pancreatic cancer, I said, well, we have to go to the one man. We have to go to Doc Emmerich.
Good bedside manner, I imagine.
Well, when she was about to die, he said 2 minutes to go. Like he was, it felt like a game 7 the last couple of minutes. Like he
Right.
brought some drama to that.
Second best announcer of all time. If you have Al Michaels as number 1, Doc Emmerich is there.
Let's go down to Pierre Maguire to break it down.
Yep, Pierre Maguire was there, and who's the color guy? I forget who it was. Who's the drip who was with him forever?
Why am I just blanking? The Pittsburgh Penguins guy. I'm just blanking. Eddie Olczyk.
Eddie Olczyk. Right. Yes. It was not what's his face, the other Penguins guy.
Mario
Lemieux?
Lemieux?
No, Billy Tibbetts.
I don't think so. Yeah, he's got some commentary.
It'd be
but
an
I don't know
interesting
if it's-
broadcast, you got to say.
Good ratings. Yes, maybe. Go ahead. So this is the fracking question. Sorry.
I do support fracking, and I support fracking, and I stand and I do support fracking.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Oz.
Well said.
Thank you. It just feels mean. She didn't say Mr. Oz again though, which is I think it's liberalism right there, trying to go after the Republicans.
I do like all the tweets that we're seeing this morning of like all the liberal
That's what I'm saying.
reporters.
They just-
Kara Switcher saying she spent like an hour and a half with him and he didn't have any mishaps
Just a
whatsoever.
lie. Like they're
Yeah.
fucking lying. Like it's the same. They're just all lie. Some Time reporter said, "Look, this was really, really bad," and everyone's like, "Fuck you." The liberals like, "Fuck you. What are you trying to do? Get this guy elected?" It's like, no, she's a reporter. She watched honestly the worst performance I've ever seen. And remember when Rick Perry couldn't name the years ago? It was like 3 something like that. You forgot one of them. Yeah. This was the entire time times 10 last night. It was so, and I felt bad for the guy. I feel bad. I mean, now of course, he should step aside, but that's not going to happen. These people never step aside.
But even just as a defense from the media, I don't know if it's a great endorsement to be like, he didn't vomit on himself. He was
Yeah, but
very.
he did.
He got through sentences.
Well, I saw the prep, like the Fetterman, like people, like the campaign was like, look, this is not going to be great before it started. Like, be ready, like this is going to be really bad.
This is not
and it
the
was
format.
worse, way worse. And sometimes, the Jerry Callahans and the Jesse Kellys, sometimes they're right. And last night, as a matter of fact, they were right.
seems like they were right.
Disastrous performance. It's going to cost him any chance of winning this. It's going to be Senator Oz now. So, you know, it's
They should have called it like a meta performance, like it was commenting on itself, politics in general. You know?
Maybe, yeah. Sure, yeah. So I don't know. Like I don't know. Like when he gives campaign speeches, I guess it's written in front of him, so he can do it. But
Yeah, he's got the teleprompter, right?
I don't know. What else?
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously Kanye West is causing quite the stir out there in the world. Lost Adidas, lost $1.5 billion.
I know. Jaylen Brown is out, I saw.
Yes.
A bunch of people are bailing on him.
They would say he didn't lose $1.5 billion. This was another.
This is another
argument
one
we
that
had.
I couldn't stop this morning.
What do you mean? Why are you all wound up? Like what?
I just couldn't stop talking for some reason this morning. I don't know why. You know?
I tried not to engage too much.
Yeah.
I just whatever.
About what? Why are you all worked up?
I don't know. I'm just very antsy today for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yes, I don't particularly care about Kanye West, but it seems like he is now completely canceled, right?
I guess so, yeah.
And the right is like sort of still adopting him, but it's like this guy's clearly an idiot. Like I don't. I'm kind of with Portnoy in this one. You know, I don't. You know, he's throwing Kanye and Eddie under the bus here. Like, I don't like. You know,
I do have to say, a bit of an odd move for Kanye to rip the Jewish people and say they're in control and things like that, and then for J.P. Morgan to be like, oh yeah, well we're taking your bank account away. That's an unusual.
That is true.
How was his so apparently that Adidas deal was so big it was worth to him $1.5 billion? Like they sell that much Kanye West shit?
I think like $1 billion, yeah.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't even know it if I saw it. I'm sure it's all over the place, but I would
Yeezys,
have no
baby.
idea. Yeah, I don't know.
And what he's trying to spin that as this is a positive thing. I'll sell it direct for more money and all that
Yes,
stuff.
Probably.
I suppose. I mean, there's always the comeback too.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but yeah, he's getting canceled all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
What else?
How about that Chris Curtis cut from yesterday?
Unbelievable. It's the level of. By the way, I just saw on Twitter, and I thought I noticed this during the game. I swear to God, when Mac Jones threw that pick that got him benched. Did you see this?
The ESPN thing?
Yes, I thought. I swear to God, I was like, no, that can't be right. But that is exactly right.
It didn't look like it. I mean, the spin kept going.
And it changed a little bit. He
Yeah.
hit that. My guy Mac, it's ridiculous. But like I said yesterday, I tweeted out yesterday. You can follow me at Kirkman. Please follow me on all platforms. Very important. I like watching the media fucking lose their minds over this. It's just funny to watch. Like I can't believe I used to care about this stuff. It's so weird.
But the Chris Curtis thing is not even like.
Oh no, I know that.
You just changed the argument.
Yeah,
the argument.
Yeah, right. No, I know that. Yeah. But I saw Tara Sullivan, who obviously has never written anything that's ever been read in her life. The Globe tweeted a story yesterday that said, like, look, cut the shit here, okay? Like, fucking Mac Jones and Bailey Zappe are not the next Tom Brady. So stop saying that.
I think they both are.
We all need to stop thinking
please
that.
stop thinking that one of these two guys is going to be the greatest quarterback of all time.
What?
Again, in the same organization. Like,
Every few months, a Tom Brady comes around, and I think both of these guys fit that.
It's just fake. It's just so fucking everything. Oh, they're all. I listened to a couple. I tried to listen to yesterday because I thought, well, I want to see how they're reacting to the quarterback controversy. It's just everybody trying to top everybody. But Curtis, at the start of the day, Courtney Cox, went on and lied on her show and said that the Zappe got monster cheers and there was dead silence for Mac Jones.
Right.
So that was a week ago. So the game happens on Monday night and Mac Jones gets off to an awful start. And as it would happen in any town, anywhere with something like this, when a new quarterback comes in, huge cheers.
Comes in and throws 2 touchdowns, by the way.
So, but even when he first came in, huge cheers, totally get that. That's how it goes. So Curtis, my old producer, go ahead.
This entire city was trying to.
Okay, hold on. Okay, me.
Well, you
Which
said
in
the
Curtis's
dialogue.
mind is the entire city.
right.
Still, I understand, but I don't know. I was not walking on the street and hearing much about it. If I'm being fair, go ahead.
This entire city was trying to rip Courtney Cox.
Oh, actually,
because she had
you
the
and Megan
audacity-
Ottolini, apparently. You in the HR department.
Oh, that's true. That's right. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Oh my God, called in the Barstool HR. If I rip, I know Courtney's friends with Portnoy and
Gaz,
shithead there, Gaz. Like, am I gonna get called into HR for this because she's been known to
Might even be a
complain?
company-wide email. Who knows?
That's true. Yeah. Good point. Go ahead.
Because she had the audacity to go to a charity event where she lost a bet to one of the players and told people what she heard.
Okay.
And
Chris, hold on. She lied. Like that's
No. Hold on. My problem was that
audacity.
she went to a charity event.
Right.
That is what I had an issue with the whole time.
Well,
I was like, this bitch.
No, my problem was she went to a charity event. And then I found out she lost a bet to a player. I said, well, okay, I didn't realize that. Like, that's fine. I didn't realize
How
that.
dare you?
Jesus. God. I gotta say, like, she absolutely fucking stinks on the air. Holy God.
Oh, really?
Oh my God. I can't believe astonishing how bad she is.
I've only heard her in these clips.
Astonishing. She makes Rich Keefe look like Kirk Minahan.
Really?
Yes.
Then no, let's not get
Yes.
crazy. Rich Keefe is pretty awful.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Go ahead. Sorry, Chris, please.
Everybody on this radio station, which I thought we were on the same team. I don't know. Places here and elsewhere.
Also incredible.
We're
Like
saying
this
how
guy who
bad
used to would say. I'll give you an example. Courtney Cox was on with Dale and Holly one time. He's texted Jerry like 50 times. He how fucking bad she is. Da, da, da. Everybody, like Dale said this, Glenn said this. We're all in this together.
Curtis never makes fun of Mutt, right?
No, never.
No,
never,
he wouldn't
never.
do that.
No.
When Mutt was the host of
Right.
that was the most wild
And-
insubordination that I've ever seen.
And now, like, if Mutt wants to make fun of something that happened to Curtis, he's told he can't do it.
Right.
So, I mean, that's kind of where we're at now over there. But what he said, go ahead. I'm sorry. We'll finish it.
radio station, which I thought we were on the same team. I don't know. Places here and elsewhere were saying how dumb Courtney was.
Hold on. She's dumb.
Whoa.
So is Chris Curtis. So is Greg Hill. So is Jermaine Wiggins. So is Andy Hart. So is Mark Bertrand. I saw Mark Bertrand talk about this quarterback controversy for like 10 minutes yesterday on TV. He was so fucking fired up. He was like losing his, I thought you thought the guy had run the 1K. He was so fucking worn out. You would thought he'd fucking taken a shit. Like, I mean, I like him and everything, but Jesus, God.
Well, wait till you hear what Courtney Cox, the redemption that she had.
Oh, she has her moment?
I don't know if you saw this Patriots game the other night.
Oh, go ahead. Well,
Places here and elsewhere were saying how dumb Courtney was.
She's dumb.
And that she was a liar.
She's a liar.
Whatever.
She lied.
Was
She's
light. Who knows? Well, last night,
she's
Gillette
falling light or
Stadium
not, but
erupted
yeah.
in a way that we haven't heard it in years for Bailey Zappe. Bailey Zappe gets in the game. The stadium
Okay, hold
changed.
on. This has that happened, correct?
Right.
And the week before we played sound, the other thing didn't happen. Like both can be true. And by the way, I'll give you Bailey Zappe probably got louder cheers than Mac Jones at that event. Okay, but like you made it up to try and keep this controversy, which isn't even a controversy. Like Bill Belichick's gonna name Mac Jones as quarterback. He's better, and then it's gonna go away. Zappe stinks too. I don't really care. But long way of saying, Curtis is like, well, like any apologies now for this thing that she made up because a week later something else happened. Like what?
I would even grant you that she didn't maliciously lie, and she just wanted that to be true so badly, and then repeated
I don't think it was like
thinking
evil or
like,
anything.
the audio's not going to get out there, so I can just say this.
Right.
But like, she was talking about a specific incident, and
Right.
now
Yeah, but
you're
she was-
making up that people cheered at Foxborough.
It's just-
so.
Yeah, but
She-
she was clearly trying to drive some kind of wedge narrative, just
Oh,
like
for sure.
Ben Bolin would try to do.
She was trying to do because she has a show where they can't really think of anything. They have no so
Correct.
she's like, I'll do this to keep this bullshit controversy. She just
Yes.
made it. And like, I don't think again, it's not evil, but it's fucking made up. And Curtis is like this weird victory lap over. I don't even understand. Like Megan Onlimi, to her credit, was like, no, I had sound. We had sound. Like it's clearly no. Play the sound again, Dave. So this is from the charity event the week before. I still can't believe Courtney lost that bet. That is crazy.
I just don't like that she was at a charity event to begin with.
Boy, I wish
it bothers me.
Boy, I wish I was on my old morning show. Like had the people who worked for me going to charity events for bets they lost the night before morning show.
You've been zapped! Here we go, Bailey Zappe!
That's a big cheer right there.
Yeah, well, it's unbelievable.
Massive.
Mac attack! Mac 10! Mac Jones, a part of the Jones brothers!
Can I say something? I
Mac
think
is
Jones
louder.
That's actually louder.
Definitely louder.
He's definitely louder.
I think it's actually louder.
But let's before we get crazy here. I don't know if you heard what happened at Foxborough the other night.
What happened?
Oh, Bailey Zappe came in and they cheered.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it kind of, if you add both together, Bailey's was way louder.
So you're telling me that the guy who played pretty well for a couple of games, like came in, and then once the starter wasn't playing well, got benched. The guy who people wanted to started, and the crowd cheered. That's so
right.
unusual.
And then when he threw 2 touchdowns, they got even louder.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
How was he after that? Well, he didn't throw 2 touchdowns. He threw 1.
They scored 2 touchdowns.
Yes. Well,
I'm
just
sorry.
for the sake of accuracy.
Yes, I apologize.
Please go ahead. So what you there's redemption for Courtney?
I don't really think so. She didn't say anything.
Oh,
on
they
that,
said
did
she said something, Mike. No.
Oh, no. I mean, this,
that is the
Curtis
Chris say anything else or no?
Yeah.
Zappe gets in the game. The stadium changed. It was like they moved to Tuscaloosa or something.
Chris is defending her so strongly. Is he aware she's over 18 or not?
I was going to say, it is a little odd to hear him white knighting this hard for Courtney
For an
Cox.
adult, this
Yeah.
is very strange for him.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez.
crowd. This is basically a larger version of Patriots fans collectively telling you who they wanted to play.
80,000 people with reason
versus
in comparison
versus
to
300 of the
200?
charity event.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
So dumb.
Do you think we're going to be seeing Courtney's text to Curtis posted on Instagram in an angry rage in a few months?
Who knows? I don't know. No, I'm sure she's a very nice person, but it's just, I mean, I think she got caught up in the moment. She's like, it'll be kind of fun if I say this. And like somebody busted her, Megan Ottilie to her credit. And then like they're still weirdly, I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Right. But yeah, it's just bizarre.
We did have a KMS listener emailed the sports editor. Did they DM you? You see
No.
this? So this was the sports editor's
Matt
response.
Pepin?
Yeah, I assume it's real. If it's not, I don't give a shit.
I almost got on the phone. I remember driving back from the station one time and we were screaming at each other. I forget what it was
Matt
about.
Pepin?
Yeah.
He used to write about
Really?
he did like the skiing beat.
Yeah, this was during.
Oh, that's probably, you were fired up about
It was during
that.
the Aaron Andrews thing.
Oh.
And it was basically like, I forget what it was about. And I was fucking screaming. I remember driving right by the hospital where Harry was born. And I was just fucking screaming.
What would have caused, even if he must have shit on you during that time?
It wasn't even shit on me. He wrote something that was so dumb that I was just like, yeah, I forget. I said something super mean. I forget what it was, but it was like personal. It was bad. It was bad. Go ahead.
So he wrote, "Hi, blank. Thanks for sharing your opinion. I can tell you the Globe takes this incident, this is the Ben Volin incident, very seriously. And it's
Hold on, just so you know, blank is Blind Mike's mother's pussy, probably. He's writing.
He's a good journalist.
Sounds about right.
He's writing back.
Don't judge based on that.
Yes. Hello, Wedgemere, stop 3. Splat. Go ahead.
And its leadership has reviewed the case and it has been addressed internally. I can also tell you that Ben's work for the Globe is reviewed and vetted before publication, and we are not aware of any similar sourcing issues on the Globe's platform."
Somebody just opened the door right there.
Yep.
Just get working, the guy. Get working. Because if you dig a little bit, you'll find 5,000 things. Oh, is he taking
And this is to Megan Ottolini's credit, apparently. The information he used in the interview did not appear in the Globe.
It's true.
So Megan Ottolini's credit?
Yeah, she was the one who
She's
said
the first one that said
he
that.
didn't put it on his employers.
She built that defense for him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what about Cullen?
Yeah, well, sure, you can go. You can go.
it's-
Distance.
it's-
He's
it's
a
not
sports
talking
editor.
about
He's
that.
not the
Oh,
football editor.
okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's like comparing a charity event to a football game.
right.
Both doesn't work. Right. So that's Pepin. So if Ben Volin goes on Comcast tonight and just like pulls down his pants and masturbates on, like, he won't get to go on TV anymore, but the Globe be like, well, look.
It wasn't on the Globe.
Yeah, it wasn't on the
We didn't
Globe.
print it.
What can we do? Boy, that's a weird defense. Anyway, but
I
yeah,
haven't seen him do any other. I don't think I saw him do any media.
I was told that WEI will not. Now he'll go on because of this, but I was told that WEI does not want him back now.
Oh, boy. Was it a weekly thing he did? Like
I don't know the answer to that, but I just think they're not going to use him anymore. But like,
Is that a Ken Laird decision?
I have no idea. But it probably goes above him. But I would think, like, the thing about Volin is, you'd say, oh, you want him on that first time, so we'll talk about it. But he's not going to talk about it. So he's just fucking useless. Like, he's an NFL insider now who is a joke.
Well, no more useless than he was 2 weeks ago. You know?
Well,
they had him on then.
Well, yeah, but except now it's literally like, you're fucking really putting this guy. As a listener, I think even listeners will be like, you're fucking putting this guy on? Like,
Right.
we're supposed to believe this bullshit? I know it's a smaller portion than we probably usually think.
Yeah.
But still, you just can't do that.
What's a comparable situation in sports media? Like, because Ron Borges was done. Was he done? Or he just wrote like random boxing columns by that
After
point?
the thing with Nick in Boston?
Yeah.
He did like a Pro Football Hall of Fame like podcast or something,
Right.
and like he wrote a book with.
But it was direct through him. It wasn't interacting with other
career was
media.
done.
His career was done. Is there anything comparable to what Ben Volin did?
Like, I mean, I don't know, the Hijackers, I guess. They never worked again. I
think
don't
it's on that level.
Well, did they ever work again?
No, they certainly didn't.
No. Well, I'm just saying.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
They would have worked again.
I'm sure there
Did
is.
the Hijackers like? There wasn't enough time. Like, they didn't serve any like drinks or snacks or anything, right?
I guess not from Boston, New York. No.
The LA one, no, I guess
Oh.
not. Like, would you have had a snack at that point or no? But they must have been nervous.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta
Although,
calm yourself down a little bit.
Book one of those guys. All right.
you think if I survive, it is going to be an all-day thing. I'm going to be famished.
How are you gonna
I should eat.
survive?
I should eat now.
If I can play into a building,
Well, I'm just saying on the off chance. You know,
I would say the odds aren't.
You want to
I would say the odds aren't great at that.
I'm sure, but you're hoping. You got to be hopeful in those.
No,
moments,
I think they wanted to serve, in their mind, Muhammad, right?
Oh, that's true. They
didn't want to
They
live.
were prepared to die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they got 1,000 virgins waiting for them. I don't know, but yeah, I would say what Volin did is comparable.
Okay.
Comparable.
Well, anything's you can compare any two things. So
That's
in
true.
that way, you
That's
are
true.
right.
And by the way, I saw somebody mention this the other day to me, or tweet or something. In a way, Courtney Cox is worse than Volan, because Volan at least thought, like, as stupid as he is, like, he thought somebody was telling him this. She just made it up.
I don't agree, because the thing people keep ignoring about the Volan thing that I'm fixated on is, let's say that guy was 100% accurate. All he said is, a guy who sells season tickets told me.
No, I'm not saying it's not crazy, but I'm saying at least there's, in his mind, a kernel of something. She just made it up.
Yeah, I look at it differently. I think she exaggerated. She built something up in her mind that didn't happen, whereas even if everything that happened with Volan is true, he's psychotic for reporting that.
Oh, question.
Yeah.
What else?
This one it's kind of a shame, and then it's also paired with one of the worst ideas I've ever heard in Dave Portnoy's rundown appearance.
I think we have real. I think we're at Stern
He's
level
broken,
with Dave at this point. Yeah, I think it's over. I think it's time for him to just close up shop. He did a great run.
Yeah, hell of a run.
Incredible, great boss. I'm very grateful. I'll always defend him, but this was sad. And by the way, what they've done to my friend. Doesn't like me, I like him. Eddie is a shame, a tragedy. I don't even understand. Obviously, I alluded to it a couple of times over the past couple of weeks, so I had some idea. There's some whiff in the air at this Dave Portnoy show, which I enjoyed, and was a semi-frequent contributor to, I would say. Sure. Probably on there, I don't know, half a dozen times.
Yeah, but they had one bad episode, and that's when you cut the cord, usually.
I mean, Jesus, imagine the Blind Mike Project did that.
Every week, I think we're retooling.
Every 20 minutes, we get fucking Craig on the show. No chance. I mean, really.
Right. At least, yeah, you got to keep chugging along.
The cheers part. You learn with the cheers part. You just say, listen, it's not working.
That's right.
Go to blindmike.net in all seriousness,
Thank
please.
You, please.
So Dave is on
the rundown.
So I know, Dave, I know. So I think they did tape an episode and scrapped it.
Yes.
Is my understanding.
That's what he said.
I
think he says it on
okay, with Eddie. So I guess it wasn't great. You could tell, I thought over the last month, when I listen to Dave Portnoy show, I listen to it in spurts. Like, when they have some guest on, like, Patty the Baddie or whoever that is.
Yeah, no, I listen for if I hear there's something we're going to talk about, I'll listen.
Right. Not for me, but there's an audience. Great, whatever. But yeah, if it's inside Barstool stuff, I'm in all the time for it. To me, like, if they were going to ask me how to fix it, nobody did. I would say do once a week, like, just inside Barstool. 30 minutes.
30. I was going to say that's more or less what they do. They just do it for 2 hours.
We don't need the long guests for 40 minutes. We don't need the Dave opining on, like, what's going on with the Patriots or matters in the world like he does sometimes. Just Barstool. What I thought Token CO was going to be, honestly, like, inside Barstool stuff. I didn't think it was going to be Erica interviewing, every woman who's ever, worked in an office ever in the history of civilization. Like, I want, like, what's going on in the building. That's what Dave does well. And you get moments like a couple weeks ago, me and Rico and Dave and like stuff like that.
But it sounds to me like he thinks that's actually the problem.
I know.
And the guests like Patty the Baddie are not the problem.
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
The Dave Portnoy show is in Purgatory. It is suspended indefinitely. Oh, wow. So I stopped it last week because, to be honest, it was terrible. Not necessarily Eddie's fault or my fault. It's
that
just
means,
the subject.
by the way,
that means it's Eddie's fault.
That means it's Eddie's fault. Why would you? No one asked. Was this Eddie's fault?
In Dave's mind, yes.
Not necessarily Eddie's fault. I know what you're thinking.
Right.
Not necessarily Eddie's fault or my fault. It's just the subject's stale. We did a show. It was bad. It's like, I got to change it up. I was planning on changing it up to get, like, celebrities outside of Barstool and do, like, a rundown, like a weekly recap. But then I was putting it together.
I hope, because I've never heard, I've always been thinking, I wish Andrew Schultz and Greg Olson would get together. My God. I don't know if that's what he's going to say, but that's what I'm praying.
My God.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's too similar to this. And I don't think it's going to, I got to think a lot more about who I'm pairing together. Like, I was going to have Andrew Schultz and Olson do the first one. It wasn't going to work. Like, so I canceled it.
Nobody loves Mikey more than me, Mikey Fowler more than me. If Greg Olson, if somebody was like, you have to have a conversation with Greg Olson or your children will die, I would be like, look, it's been a great run. Like, it's been a great run.
But I'm an Andrew Schultz fan, but I don't understand the chemistry of me, Dave Portnoy, Andrew Schultz, and Greg Olson get together to talk about Barstool.
Mike's very big on this chemistry thing with this angle. He was talking about.
I don't understand.
No, it doesn't need chemistry. Forget
the chemistry. The idea of just three celebrities running down what? I don't even think it was a Barstool rundown, Mike. I think it's like
just
what's
news
going on
of the
in the
day?
world.
Correct.
Who wants to hear that?
And I was saying to Mike earlier, like Andrew Schultz is going to want to be paid when he's thrown 7 articles to read and react to.
If Dave asked him to come on, I don't know if he wanted to be paid or not.
Well, you do a one-off, yeah.
But he's asking him to do work versus just
really.
show up.
30 minutes of not really.
Yeah, but he's giving him topics.
Yeah, but you think to go on Dave Portnoy Show, Andrew Schultz want to get paid?
Well, I'm thinking
No, not for one.
Or Greg Olson.
If they were doing it every week.
If somebody just said, "Come on my show and just shoot the shit with me," that's one thing.
What, you think Dave Portnoy is going to be like really drilling down on topics?
He made it sound like it was going to be the rundown. You were on the rundown with like 7 topics that were you could care less about.
Correct.
You didn't give 2 fucks.
And that's what it'll be like for them too. They wouldn't give a shit.
For like everybody, basically.
Correct. Yeah, it's a bad idea, but he scrapped it. I don't know.
Yeah.
And by the way, go listen to Greg Olson's podcast because my friend Mikey Fowler is in charge of it. Correct?
Yes.
Great guy, Mikey.
Yes, Mikey Fowler's the best. He's the greatest. No, I'm just kidding. I love Greg Olson. I would love to have him on this podcast at some point when I'm not here. Go ahead.
Late last night. That's in Purgatory. I don't know if it's coming back or when it's coming back, but I'm not just going to do content that I know stinks.
You should just rant on a microphone like Bill Burr.
Yeah, and then they just go into the ideas. I don't know. It seems ridiculous.
Boy, was Bill Burr with Peyton and Eli Manning depressing? Jesus Christ.
Oh, he was with them the other night?
Third funniest guy there, honestly. Fourth, I think Archie might have been on for a second.
Why do they have to have why does Obama have to always be promoting voting every fucking time he talks? Can he just go on and do something? Can he just fucking talk?
He's promoting. I mean, he wants people to vote for stuff. It's in a couple of weeks.
You can just go on something and not always be promoting.
Yes, I don't know.
You should go on the Dave Portnoy Show with Andrew Schultz and Greg Olson.
I would listen to that.
That'd be interesting.
That would interesting. Yes. But Dave's instinct to make it a celeb, he's got the celebrity.
I said that to Dave earlier, where it's interesting that now his instinct is to get away from you and Rico or whatever, or Eddie and whoever, to Schultz and Olsen or whatever celebrities he can get on, Logan Paul or whoever.
Yeah, I mean, Greg Olson's not even a celebrity. Not really.
No, but he's an old school Barstool guy. Yeah, that's obviously
right.
To sports fans, in a way, he is.
The real problem is just, does Eddie book the guests?
I have no idea.
It seems like he just wants.
Yes, I mean, the times I've been on, Eddie's reached out, not Dave.
Okay. It seems like he just wants let's call it big name, but like a relevant guest to fill 30 minutes every episode, and they weren't doing that. But they also, it doesn't feel like they were treating it like Part of My Take. Like Part of My Take has a guest on for 30, 45 minutes, and that's clearly with the collaboration of Barstool's booking team. Like they're helping them.
Why can't the podcast be 20 minutes?
It can be, yeah.
You know? I mean, why can't Dave have 3 things that Barstool wants to talk about?
I mean, his live reads are only 15 seconds too.
Maybe him on advertising.
Dave's are?
Yeah.
Oh, is that true?
Well, I heard.
We get yelled at it.
I just heard
Nobody yells
people
at
were
me
yelled
about
at, and I didn't notice that podcast once had about a 15-second read.
Oh, is that true? That's funny. Nobody yells at me about it. I don't know. If they want to, they're certainly welcome to. But yeah, nobody does to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I like Eddie. I thought he did a pretty good job. That is not easy. So I mean, I thought Dave sounded checked out at times over the last couple of months. I think I'm right. So if he doesn't want to do it though, then don't do it. I will also say that.
Why don't they just put more bodies and fight? Like kind of relative to this in a way. Like just add another person who has a voice instead of just Gaz randomly appearing in and out.
Here's the thing. I would say if you needed to do all these things, if you needed to add 10 more people to the show or 2 celebrities or whatever, then the podcast was a horrible idea. But they get what, 45,000 views an episode on YouTube or something like that? They do very well.
Oh, more.
And based on the little I know about podcasts, usually your YouTube numbers are a lot smaller than your audio numbers.
For sure.
So I imagine a lot of people are listening to that podcast. Why does it need to be changed? I don't really understand it.
I just think he was bored with it. That's it. I thought the structure worked pretty good. Like, was I a week in, week out listener? No, but like if there was an episode I shouldn't say that. I would tune in every week to something I wanted to hear. Maybe it was 6 minutes, maybe it wasn't. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like I've never listened to the other one he does. He does the other one with like the
TikTok.
Yeah, I would never listen to that. But no. he's not giving that up, right?
Absolutely not. I think that does crazy numbers
really?
online.
Yeah. So I mean,
maybe if it doesn't live up to whatever his expectations are of that podcast.
Maybe his contract's coming up. I don't even know.
That is weird that he doesn't care as much about the to talk about the inner workings of Barstool as he does about like a TikTok relationship that he doesn't fucking care about.
Well, I don't even know that. I just think maybe he just checked out on Eddie. Maybe.
Right.
That can happen.
Oh, at the very least, if he's not doing this podcast, I think he should write at least 15 blogs a week.
I would think
that's
so.
what I want.
Yes.
But wouldn't Eddie understand that? Like, why do you have to stop the show? You can just move on with somebody else very quickly. I would think. Why do you have to revamp the entire thing?
I guess Francis, man, he
jumped
on. Francis jumped on right away.
I meant to say that. Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. God.
Unless it was a joke I'm missing or something. But otherwise, it seems like just dancing on poor Eddie's grave.
No kidding. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. But that was like immediately, right? You like Francis, but God. Jesus.
I saw other people joke about it, but I don't know. Francis came off kind of serious about it.
Yeah, he just said he would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Eddie's body was so freshly dead, I figured Francis would blog about it, not jump.
He didn't know at the time.
I guess not. Jeez. No, I like Francis, but yeah, I thought he had a pretty good dynamic. Like, he wasn't afraid to give, you could tell he's getting more comfortable giving Dave shit.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right, that podcast will never happen again. That's over. Once those things stop, they don't come back.
Where was your...
Guy gave up on the Patriots the other night. He's quitting on everything.
Who's that?
Dave Portnoy.
Oh, it's true.
Where was your sourcing on predicting that one? Who's your source?
Why would they... What do you
don't reveal sources.
Why would
Give us
they
a
do
little
that?
hint. Somebody must have... was it the man himself?
Who, Dave?
Yeah.
No. No. Nobody involved with that show. No, but I mean, it was, I didn't know that it was over. I knew that they had done something and they said it was, they said something during the week. Yeah. Once that happens, you're kind of like, well, something's not right here.
Right.
And by the way, it's fucking once a week.
Do you give him a little bit of credit? Because it clearly had to make money, right? It had to be a profitable venture.
Credit for what? Making money? Sure.
Yeah, like he's walking away from something that likely is very profitable.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know if it's like a monster, but I'm assuming they have a lot of ads in every episode.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he was just, I am actually surprised it lasted as long as it did.
Yeah,
Knowing
over
Dave.
100 episodes, right?
Knowing Dave, yeah. Couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sort of surprised at that, but yeah. Well.
What'd you think of this Michael K rant? Did you hear this one?
I did not hear it. I think about Lincoln or something?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't care?
No, go ahead. Not really, but go ahead.
Mind? Do you know that I talked to 3 players from the 04 team? They were outraged by the fact that their failure was being used as motivation for the 2022 team.
Who gives a
How could you
shit?
do that?
Jesus.
It would be like somebody from Lincoln's family, and you're trying to teach them about shootings in theaters, and you use their dad.
Hold on.
as an
Why
example.
would you be doing that?
First of all, it's a very topical reference. Because I don't think a shooting has happened in this country since then, so it's good.
Secondly, what situation would you be teaching the Lincoln family about shootings in theaters? That
But
seems
also-
improbable to me.
That is what you would do, right? Like, you would use a reference close to, like, hey, your fucking father dealt
If I
with
said
this.
to you what's the most famous theaters, yeah, I would say, other than maybe the Batman guy.
James
right?
Holmes
But I
would
would say
be,
Lincoln
yeah.
for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you have any Lincoln descendants? Do we know of or no?
Well, I'm sure you could do some digging, find them.
We should get one on and just ask them if they were, would they have a problem with that?
How familiar are you with shootings?
Not even that.
first of
We should actually do it.
Ralph Lincoln.
Ralph Lincoln.
Let's find him.
Are you sure he's a descendant? Please don't tell me you just look up people with the last name Lincoln.
Just type in Lincoln.
Yeah, I'm not sure actually.
Jesus fucking
Abraham
What do you mean
Lincoln.
not sure?
Yeah, because look at this. Abraham Lincoln has no direct descendants alive today.
Really?
Of his 4 sons, he had 3 died young. Yeah.
Is that true?
I'll be damned. No brothers or
No
sisters?
brothers? Was he an only child?
According to allthat'sinteresting.com.
Really?
I always believe them.
That's weird. 1 second. Let me see if this is right. Yeah, okay. This is interesting to me. 1 second. Tell me you think this is interesting, Mike. Give me a hot minute here.
All right.
One of his sons, the oldest son, was Robert Todd Lincoln, right?
Okay. I know that name for some reason.
He's Abraham Lincoln's son.
I know that, but why would I know it?
Lincoln's son was not present at the Ford's Theater, but he was at the White House nearby and rushed to be with his parents. At President James Garfield's invitation, Robert Todd Lincoln was at the 6th Street train station when the president was shot and killed in 1881. Was an eyewitness at the event. At President William McKinley's invitation, Lincoln was at the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo. The president was shot as well. He was there. He was fucking near at 3 presidential killings.
Maybe that's why I know him.
Is that unbelievable?
Murderer.
Well, no, I don't think he killed his father.
He might have had something to do with it.
I don't think so.
Who
I don't
knows?
know. Who knows? I found
His family doesn't know a lot about shooting, so I would find that hard to believe.
But yeah, back to Michael. Well, I mean, let me just say, like, I saw everyone dunking on my Yankees over this.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was not the worst move. Like,
I think it's a natural comparison. No?
like it's kind of like this happened to this team. Like, let's learn.
Exactly what I
from
said
it.
about the Lincolns.
Yeah, like let's learn from. Like, I don't really know. Like, I'm sorry, if that offends, Paul Quantrill or somebody, but like they blew the fucking lead. Like, I don't know. What am I supposed to say? They blew the lead. Sorry, Bernie, but you blew the fucking lead.
Also, there's no other comparison to make in baseball for that, right? I would assume.
No, it's the only time
they're
it's
correct.
happened.
So it seems like
Right. Like, here's some motivation. It has happened before. You could even say, like, look, Bernie Williams is a great champion. Posada, Jeter, and all these fucking guys, right? Pettit, whatever. I don't think Pettit was on the 04 team. Was he? Was he in Houston at that point or not?
Yes, he was in Houston. Yeah.
I don't even know. Oh, yeah, correct. But, like, this actually happened to these guys. So if they can blow it, these fucking clowns can blow a 3-0 lead. Like, that seems pretty easy.
But I don't even get the idea of being like, is Mike Mussina like, hey, don't bring that up. Like,
Michael K calling them on the phone. Can you believe they... First of all of it's bullshit anyway. Like, you fucking play a game. You're throwing a ball and you hit it.
Wasn't it reported that he also, didn't he like FaceTime with the team with David Ortiz? Shouldn't Red Sox fans be more pissed at Ortiz for doing that? Than...
Ortiz doesn't care. He probably paid him $50.
Oh, sure.
He needs it, you know. I don't... But so what? Like, so what?
Yeah.
Like, 20 years old.
Offended.
Like, yeah, no shit.
I'm just saying, in comparison.
Jason
to things to be
Giambi
mad
sitting
about.
there at his house.
Hey, we don't talk about that.
Hideki Matsui. Like, Jesus Christ.
How dare they bring that up?
Fucking Michael K. I spoke to Gary Sheffield last night. He's very upset. He's very upset. I'll just leave it at that.
Gary Sheffield, suicidal. He's on we're reporting live. He's on the top of a building right
20 years ago almost at this point. What are they supposed to do? First of all, what a dumb job. Anyways, this guy suckered them into paying him to be this motive. What is that, a mental coach or something?
Yes. Yep.
Well, it worked.
Yep.
Jesus. And they're keeping Aaron Boone, Mike. Can you believe it?
I can't.
He was not on that team.
No, you're right. He was not.
No, he was replaced by a guy who I spoke to. So I would imagine Michael K does that with A-Rod, right?
Sure.
Doesn't he do a...
K-Rod broadcast.
Yes. Yeah. So A-Rod, I would assume, is one of the guys K talked to on that team?
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
What are you fucking upset about? You you lost 4 baseball games in a row.
Stop saying it. Knock it off.
You want to talk about a fake rant? I mean, this is like unbelievable. Go ahead.
It would be like somebody from Lincoln's family, and you're trying to teach
Hold
them
on.
about shooting.
Hi, Lou Lincoln. Come on, let's go over to the theater. I got something to teach you.
What a reach.
You've been all right. Okay, you've asked about theater shootings enough. It's time to learn. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
What are they? What is a theater shooting?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. Let's come on. We'll fly down to Ford's Theater. We'll make a day of it. You ever see the nation's capital? It's beautiful.
Learn about shooting.
This is a gun, and this is a shooting.
How did he do it? Do you have any examples of people that may have died in a shooting?
He pulled the trigger. That's what happened. Go ahead.
It would be like somebody from Lincoln's family, and you're trying to teach them about shootings in theaters, and you use their dad as an example of how to avoid it. I mean, are you out of your mind?
How does using, like, I guess the way to avoid it would be not to go to the theater?
Teaching about shootings in theaters. We could think of 2.
Right.
James Holmes, and then
John Wilkes Booth.
Before that, the farthest one we could think of is Abraham Lincoln.
But I like the idea of these, like, you know, even that, like, I'm now interested in teaching it. Like, how you avoid, I guess, is just you don't go to the theater, right?
Well, if you were teaching shootings in theaters, it would be virtually impossible not to mention Lincoln. Particularly if you're talking in this country.
I suppose so, yeah.
There's only we can think of 2 examples.
Right.
It's San Diego. I thought of a third one.
Oh, there was one there?
The Amy Schumer movie.
Oh, yeah, right. Go ahead.
I'm sure that was a rant. I'm sure there was a shitload of movie theater shootings. I'm sure there's more.
Oh, for sure.
Right,
No, I understand that. But
we'll teach them those then.
if you're going to teach them,
Avoid Lincoln.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do bullshit. Like, I'd want to give them him or her the full curriculum. Like, I would
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you got to show 10,
if you're
12.
talking shootings in theaters.
Are you teaching, I'm sorry, are you teaching them how to shoot somebody in the theater or how not to get shot in the theater?
Well, now let me throw this at you. You're talking to, gold grandson Lincoln.
Yeah.
About...
Well, we're probably way past that now.
Whatever.
Yeah.
About shootings in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And you avoid Abraham Lincoln.
Yes. Well, it's offensive.
That seems virtually impossible.
Well, it'll be like the Yankee guy being like, listen, I reached out to somebody. They were down 3-2 in a series, and they came back and won 2 games.
Right.
You can do it. Very strange.
Well, it's also like saying the Yankees should have been like, well, this has never happened before that we can think of.
Right.
So let's pack it in. Let's give up.
Very strange. I like he's so offended by it.
Actually, I'm just seeing a lot of stabbings in movie theaters, not shootings.
Really?
There you go.
Is that true?
This would be part of the teaching where you're like, it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Baltimore. I don't know why it says Baltimore, Massachusetts. X-Men Last Stand.
Oh, yeah?
Somebody was shot 4
Baltimore,
times.
Maryland, probably, right?
Yeah, I assume so.
I would think so.
Yeah,
There's no-
disappointing.
yeah.
There was a shooting at Get Rich or Die Trying in Pennsylvania.
Oh, boy.
Queens. Meet the Fockers. Who shoots somebody there and Meet the Fockers?
Where's Javier Vasquez on this whole Yankee thing? Is anybody reach out to him or no? Kevin Brown?
Is Kevin Brown on that team?
He pitched Game 7.
Did he really?
Starting pitcher for Game 7.
God.
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah, he's the guy that Damon hit the grand slam off.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, were you one of these guys pretending it didn't happen?
Fair weather. I don't like to bring it up. As a Yankees fan, I've been told not to mention it.
Well, we talk about Ridge Wallet. I'm happy to mention that. Ridge Wallet is an ultra slim minimalist wallet. Holds up to 12 cards plus room, Mike. Room for cash.
Parking and room.
I think you can park with the wallet. But there's 12 cards, which is plenty for me. Plus room for cash. I'm telling you, I was one of these guys with a big stuffed stupid wallet a couple of years ago. Got this total life game changer. Makes things way, way, way easier. Lighter, easier done. Over 30 colors and styles, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium. Has blocking technology that protects you from digital pickpocketers. It secures anywhere from 2 to 6 keys. Also true, very nice. Organizes your key in a compact silhouette. And fold out for easy access. Again, 6 colors and styles. You go to ridge.com. Use my name, Kirk. You get 10% off your order. For guys, I guess women would use it as well, right? I don't mean to be...
I don't see why not.
So, right?
Why not? Holds cards and money.
Yeah, exactly. Ridge.com, use my name, K-I-R-K. You get 10% off your order. I use it. I've been using it for a while. I use it. This is one of the ones I used even before we started advertising, or advertising with us. I was actually pretty happy about that. Again, 12 cards. I think I have, let me think, what do I have right now? I have a credit card, a couple of credit cards, my license.
Library card?
Yes, and my bank card. Maybe an insurance card in there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Is that it? I think that's it.
Any gift cards?
No, I'm a minimalist with this stuff.
Yeah.
You can get caught in that trap and then you never get out.
Yep.
Perfect for a slim wallet.
Correct. And that's why you go to Ridge. Ridge.com, RIDGE.com. Use my name, KIRK. Get moving. 10% off your order at Ridge.com. What else?
You see that Washington Post story about the bodybuilders yesterday?
That
was a decent piece of journalism, actually.
Oh, yeah? Okay,
Yeah, it
I'll
was a
read
nice little investigation. You should check that out.
I'll get to work on that right away. Well,
They
not
were
right away.
basically all these female professional bodybuilders. They'd force them to take pictures and they put them on porn sites without them knowing.
Really?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Very good investigation.
Huh.
Yes.
The other good news they reported was more white people are dying of COVID than black people.
Well, wouldn't that be the case?
Well, I'm just saying.
From population
Just a little
percentage-wise?
sunshine over this gloomy world we live in.
That was part of me just nonstop talking this morning for no reason. Yeah.
It's one of the factoids I picked up.
Well, I mean, isn't the population much higher?
Well, I'm just saying. Something to look forward to.
Is that a big? I mean, I'm asking this. Is that everyone has a fetish? Is that a big fetish? The muscular?
Oh, it has to be.
Big? You think?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I don't see why not.
Hey, look,
But I
great.
always see like
whatever gets you, as long as you know, not like this. As long as people are like essentially professional doing whatever gets you home. Is
but when
fine,
you get big, like the pictures I've
scary.
seen, not
That's
porn
scary.
pictures, but regular pictures.
Yeah.
Their significant other is also a big professional bodybuilder potential.
So what?
No, I'm just saying, like they're always everything I see, they're like paired together all the time.
Like in the scenes, you mean, in like porn?
No, in real life.
Because all I'm talking about.
Really?
No, I'm just saying, like they're.
What does it have to do with anything?
It's like the fetish.
He's saying they should stay with
within their own
kind.
community. The fetish is with their own community, basically.
How do you know that?
That's what it feels like to me.
Some random guy in Nebraska masturbating to it may not
So
be
let's say
a bodybuilder.
my wife decides to start bodybuilding,
Right.
and I look the way I do, which is just fucking disgusting.
Right.
I have to start bodybuilding.
There's nothing. I'm talking about like when people go to Tube Galore or something.
Yeah. No, I'm just like if you are looking at Tube Galore for bodybuilding porn,
That doesn't mean that you're a bodybuilder.
I think it kind of does.
Oh, I don't. I actually think the opposite.
I would think the opposite.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you
you're like
imagine yourself.
Yeah,
as
like a
that.
little fucking, yes, I would think.
Well, but my thesis was just
I'll do it. One second.
seeing
People want me
pictures.
to do it, I'll do it. Let's see here.
Dave's saying stay with your own kind, I think, is the main.
Sure. So if I go Tube Galore, here I am. Boy, they really make you work. It makes you click something that says I'm 18 or over.
Really? I haven't gotten
Yes.
that in a while.
So, definitely a 15-year-old would say, nope, I'm 15. I will not masturbate to this.
You caught me?
Yeah.
I'm nothing if not honest.
Well, I'll try again next time. Well played. B, right? Bodybuilder, you think?
Bodybuilder or
Bodybuilder, here you go.
'cause fitness would come
Between body painting. So Bodybuilder has 18.5 thousand videos versus body stocking. This is a creepy one. Braces. Jesus fucking
Jesus.
Christ. Which has 30,000
Good
videos.
God.
Ooh, boy, yeah. These are some big ladies.
But who's fucking him? Is it another bodybuilder?
Yeah, but that wouldn't even
male or
that wouldn't-
female.
This
that
guy
wouldn't
looks
even
pretty.
prove your
This
point.
guy looks pretty skinny. But that's not. But the person masturbating, I don't think you're understanding.
No, I am understanding. I'm saying the person who masturbates to bodybuilders is likely a bodybuilder.
Angela Vagno is a naughty bodybuilder lady who likes to pose in a tiny bikini. Well, they lay it all out for you right there. I don't know.
Exciting stuff.
Maybe my guy has a bodybuilding client. The guy. Who
Oh,
emailed
could be.
you. Yeah.
Could be. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that's just a lot of. That's just a lot of muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Too much muscle for me. But hey, listen, good for them.
Yeah.
Some of these other, like British homemade, Mike, 39,000 videos.
What would that be?
A homemade video by British people?
I see.
I would guess.
Like amateur British.
I suppose, yeah. Fat. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. I haven't done this in a while.
Stephen A. Smith's friend would like that one.
That's true.
That's right, yes.
Pooley is his name.
Bill Maher would not care for it.
No.
Japanese masturbation solo, 77,000 different videos.
Interesting. That's the most popular one we've seen.
I think jerk off instruction, 290,000.
Okay.
Instructions?
Yeah.
Is that like where they kind of
Kinky?
shame you a little bit?
I guess. I don't know. Lactating, 35,000. Boy, what a world. What a wonderful world we live in.
Pornhub changed their home screen on me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Took me a while to kind of get back to normal a little bit.
Oh, is that
figure
right?
Figure out what my strategy was going forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun way to know Dave was masturbating
Yes,
yesterday.
thank you. He's a real man.
Yep.
There's a lot going on here. Snowballing I have not watched, Mike, I have to admit.
It's I wouldn't recommend.
It's not for me.
You're familiar with what it is?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's not for me.
You don't want to accidentally click on that.
No, that seems like a tough scene. That's a tough
Oh,
scene.
Christmas themed, I see.
Yeah, that seems like I don't know. A lot of Japanese ones. God. Iranian. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Where do you jerk off?
Plenty
in
of
your house,
options.
Dave?
Where do I jerk off?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kim
just in the
Kardashian.
bathroom.
No,
Oh,
where?
where? Oh, I got
Oh,
you.
in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Guy in a college exam. It's fucked up. It's just I don't know. Doesn't seem right. I don't think that's happening. I hope that's not happening.
That might be the most natural that we've heard listed.
Well, the doctor should be delisted in prison.
Well, certainly, yes. But it does lend itself to an erotic scene.
I suppose.
Supergore had to take off the amateur stuff too, I assume.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Well, yes, because it was not it was against. They weren't aware of it. So
Yeah, I mean the authorized.
a lot of braces videos.
Authorized amateur stuff.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. I actually did a little mini investigation of my own this morning.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw Mark Wahlberg shaming this fucking gym in Georgia. Did you see
I
this?
did see this,
That
yeah.
fucking asshole.
You know what's funny is I was flipping around the other day. I was during something was on TV. There was an old episode on one of these channels of that show with the Wahlberg family reality show. The
Wahlburgers almost went there this weekend. Yeah.
Yes. I met the brother who owns that. Yeah, he seemed like a nice enough guy. But he was playing mini golf against Mark Wahlberg, this guy, and Mark Wahlberg was legitimately such a prick.
He doesn't seem like a nice guy.
No. Now, ironically, it was 9/11. The hijackers, Mike, would have had dinner that night if he was on the plane. In prison, but they would have had it.
Damn right.
Yes, because he would have saved everyone. But so what happened?
He posts a video on Instagram.
Yeah.
This is a small business. This is a gym. And he just bitches about the fact that he can't get in at 3 o'clock in the morning.
That's his way of saying he works out 3 o'clock.
Yeah, well, he's done that where
his fucking schedule.
He does those wake up videos, and for some reason he used to hashtag U.S. Army.
Yeah, he thinks he's Mark.
Like he's also a soldier.
He thinks he's what's his face from
Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So he does. So what happened? So you did an investigation.
So I did a little investigation.
Okay.
So apparently, Mark Wahlberg is trying to claim he called the team, and the team organized that he would be there in the middle of the night and could get into the gym.
Right.
The gym is saying that did not happen.
The gym is saying that you spoke to the people at the gym.
Well,
do you feel like you should be investigating other things or not?
This was a very quick investigation.
I would hope it better have been very quick.
And it was simultaneous, actually. I texted
7
you right
days
after.
it took.
Yeah.
Good. Go ahead.
And so they're saying that they spoke to a woman named Ashley at the gym.
Who's they? The Wahlberg team.
The Wahlberg team spoke to Ashley to arrange.
Is there anybody
this-
named Ashley at the gym?
Well, let me show you part of my investigation this morning.
This is Ashley with Workout Anytime Aiken. We are now open 24/7 for our members.
Oh, you hear that?
Did you hear what she just said?
We are now open 24/7
for our members. Not for everybody.
Hit the bricks, Wahlberg.
Oh.
Not for everybody. So this gym, and first of all,
call them up. Let's have a conversation.
And first of all, you spoke to Ashley. Ashley is not an employee of Workout Anytime Fitness.
What
Ashley is just somebody who left the voicemail. She is not an employee.
Oh.
They didn't fucking speak to Ashley. They just
voice.
left a fucking voicemail.
So you think Wahlberg's lying? You think
They are
people are
fucking
lying
lying.
to him?
I think Dave.
No, Wahlberg's lying.
Dave actually fucked with the audio. It says all members in the cast of Boogie Nights is allowed in.
Well, we don't need to call him. Actually.
Yeah, I guess
I don't really care. So I don't understand. So what news are we breaking here?
Well, first of all,
That Mark
Ashley,
Wahlberg is a liar.
Okay.
Ashley is not an employee. She is a voicemail.
It's more the member. I think it's more the member issue, right?
Yeah, so nobody was at the gym at 3 o'clock in the morning because I would think a normal person would be able to let him in.
It's
Mark
not possible
Wahlberg
that
of all
there's
people.
also an employee named Ashley?
No, Ashley is just.
What do you mean, no?
Did you look at the employee list?
I know that she is not an employee.
How do you know that?
Because then I went and double checked the different articles and I saw that Ashley is not an employee.
Okay.
So my research proved it.
Okay.
Yes.
Other people's research.
Yes. So they are just asshole liars.
Right.
For some
Well, why
reason.
would you do it anyway? Even
and then
if
he's
he's telling
shaming
the
a
truth,
business.
why would he do
Correct.
that?
And he's
Like,
shaming.
yeah.
The guy probably got bombarded with calls because I think Wahlberg probably has like 15 million people on Instagram.
He's shooting another shitty movie down there. Is that what he's doing?
Probably.
Okay. He stinks anyway.
I don't know where.
I enjoy some of his films.
I don't know where
Father Stu?
Aiken. Where's Aiken, South Carolina? I don't know where that is.
That's where he is now?
That's where this gym was.
I think it was Georgia, no?
It's near Georgia. I think that was the Augusta.
Aiken, South Carolina, I
newspaper.
believe, is home of Kevin Kisner. I believe he was born. I believe he was born and raised there. I could be wrong. I'll look at
All
it.
comes together.
Huh? Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. Well, good work, Dave.
Thank you.
It's accomplished there, but good job. What'd you think of that, Mike? Then
At least he's an asshole. He's just proving that Mark Wahlberg's an asshole for doing this all the way around. He's lying.
Aiken, South Carolina, Kevin Kisner. What's up?
He's lying about the employee, and he just looks like an asshole for damaging a business.
Yeah, even if it's true, like I don't,
Yeah.
look, we did our investigation into the pizza place in Georgia. Turned out we were right.
Yep,
They fixed it, right?
He
It's
fixed
been
the
corrected.
They did, yeah. So maybe they'll correct it.
I
based on
guess.
this.
Yeah, but it sounds like if it's members only, I don't know what Wahlberg wants. He's
Well-
he's a star, right? He just wants to be treated.
Well,
like
you can show up if you're not a member.
Yeah.
But it has to be within a certain parameter of times. If you're a member, you use a key
you
card.
have a key to get in at 3 a.m. or whatever.
Correct.
Yeah.
He
He doesn't have it.
And there was nobody there on a Sunday morning at 3 a.m. to let Mark Wahlberg in, potentially. Like, just to do a
Can you
favor.
use like the hotel gym at like 3 a.m.? Like,
No kidding,
I mean, really. Doesn't he just like show up and do his fucking act at the gym?
I like the image of Mark Wahlberg getting into an argument with that voice operating system.
Is he supposed to be like very
Ashley.
He's supposed to be very religious?
Yes.
Supposedly, yeah.
Yes.
It's not commercial he's doing for like some Catholic app or something.
Oh, really? It's a
Yeah.
new startup that he's working
Yeah,
on? His
yeah.
show on HBO was the worst show I've ever seen.
What show?
It was basically like a reality show trying to be it was trying to be like a business, like behind the scenes
Oh, I
of
remember
Mark
that.
Wahlberg's business operation. It was awful.
Yeah, he doesn't
awful.
do much for me anymore.
No.
What else?
Well, Tim actually made a call because he wants to win. He didn't like what you said. Tim from Canton didn't like what you said about Tom Shattuck.
I'm not familiar with Tim.
This might ring a bell.
Tim is called in. Tim, good afternoon. How are you?
Hello, Richard. How are you?
I'm well.
What show is this?
This is in Santa Fe. This is Richard Epps in Santa
Richard,
Fe.
let me look him up. I like that music. Why don't we? It's not as good as Jerry's music, but it's pretty good.
Is this intro music or like a music bed? That
It sounds like he's coming out. It sounds like he's coming back from a break.
Probably,
no?
yeah.
That's what I figured.
Yep.
Richard, hold on one second, Dave. Richard Epps.
Yes.
Dick Epps.
Richard Epps.
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe.
What kind of show is this? Political?
I see a senior advisor, Next Consulting Service. Would that be him?
That could
Let's
be.
see. Anything radio related?
No.
No. EPPS?
Yep.
Richard Epps Radio. Totally Wired Radio.
Oh.
Dropout. Dean Thatcher and Richard Epps. Here he is on Twitter. Artist DJ on Totally Wired Radio. Doesn't seem like he's a fan of former President Trump from this tweet I'm looking at here.
Oh, really?
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear this.
Thought that interview was very timely. Don't you think there's a lot of misinformation out there right now about everything?
No, really? You think so?
In my own situation, I personally have been accused of batting my eyes, so to speak, at someone else. My heart lies in one place. I think there's misinformation out there, and they now think that my eyes are being batted at somebody else.
Can't help you on
And
that.
I love This show.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
And they won't believe me, and they think I can't take it.
Okay. Settle down. You all right?
Getting there. So what's your advice on how I prove my loyalty, my fealty?
To who?
I don't think so.
To the Kirk Minahan show.
I don't know. I don't know Kirk Minahan. I don't know. If he's got a problem, he's got a problem. I can't fix his life. I don't care about him. I don't know him. Couldn't care less.
Wow,
Richard.
No, I mean, I don't.
really.
I couldn't care less. Do what you want to do. I mean, you sound like you're an adult. You're an adult, right?
Really?
Screw him. Screw me. Screw everybody. Do what you want to
Imagine
do.
if a child had this voice.
Be impressive.
How are you, Richard?
Child lasts longer in the car.
Would you pay for an autograph, Paul McCartney autograph?
Anyway, so probably not much, unless I could sell it for more. And
what if it was auctioned off at a charity?
I don't.
And you bought it for somewhat short money. Would you resell it and make money off it?
Absolutely.
I like Richard.
Had away, Rich.
So would I. What was that show in Ohio we wound up calling? Remember that?
Not the one who interviewed Cosby?
Yes. Were you here for that? Or was that before you?
Yes.
Who was that?
Steps. Stop.
Oh, what was his name?
Steps.
He got
something.
into it with you, right?
Yeah, but he was okay though. I mean, like he was, remember he had Cosby on, literally didn't ask him.
And and he said he was like, "Why would I?"
Like, all right. Once you do that, it's kind of like okay. Guess if you don't want.
And the station, I believe Ted Williams was the announcer.
Yeah, he was the homeless guy, right?
Yeah.
That is right. Yeah.
The man with the golden
Scott
voice.
Spears. Scott
Spears. That's right.
Wow.
Yes.
Marion, Ohio.
Oh, what a memory.
Would you have guessed that was the colony there or no?
I knew it was right on the border. I thought it might have been.
When was that, Dave? Do we have a date?
August 14th, somewhere around like August 15th or something like that.
Of last year, obviously.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Jesus. And Cosby's like home today, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Just hanging.
Having the day? Being a cause?
Being the cause.
Not touring, I don't think, but yeah, he's just, doing this
He was trying to for a while. I don't think it panned out.
Yeah, that feels like that might be a tough sell.
Yeah.
Well, there just protests everywhere he went. He just said, fuck it.
I don't even think God got, I don't even
they
even
didn't
got
get
on
to that point?
No, I can't imagine. I can't imagine. What's going on at blindmike.net?
Oh, a lot of big stuff. Actually, today, I'll get to revisit do you remember a show called The Men's Room? I believe that's the origin of Ola.
Didn't we do that?
Yes.
Yes. Is that the one they did the thing at 8 o'clock or whatever? Or was that something else? What was that?
No, that was Men at 10, you're thinking.
What did
Or,
they do?
they did
Did they have like an orgasm?
something
thing?
at 8.
Boy, we're struggling with the show history. I'm always bad. This is what you do well. What the fuck was it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Graded 8 or no?
Graded.
Remember people calling like pretend to like come or something? Am I making that up? Am I
No.
dreaming this?
You're 100% right. I just can't think of what it was called.
Someone will tweet it at us. Tweet it at us.
Damn.
I forget what it was, but go ahead.
Well, I'm going on.
So that's Ola.
Yes.
You're
So
going
I'm-
on?
No. I'm going on Who Are These Podcasts today, and he asked me if I knew of a radio show anywhere in this country, and I said, I think I might have to revisit The Men's Room.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember anything about it. I just remember the Ola thing.
Oh, it's Richard Eads. The Richard Eads Show, Santa Fe.
Richard Eads.
Got him. Yep, got him.
It's kind of amazing. There's actually somebody named Richard Epps who's done a show. How do you spell it?
EEDS.
Oh.
It's SantaFe.com.
Richard Eads.
You think he knows Richard Epps?
The Richard Eads Show. There it is.
Look at that handsome fella.
Let me see. Jeez.
What's he about?
Focuses on the issues impacting Santa Fe and the rest of the globe. Airing weekday afternoons from 1 to 5.
That's a strange time slot.
It is a strange
And
time
at the drive time hour?
That's true. Airing weekday afternoons from 1 to 5, but it's on SantaFe.com.
Oh.
So it's not like I'm thinking.
No, but it's simulcast to radio.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Well,
Santa Fiends. That's what they
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Santa Fiends.
Santa Feans?
Santa
maybe?
Feans.
Santa
Yeah.
Feans. Sure.
Yeah.
Richard Eads Show. He had John Monahan on. That's a good get. Eshna Chiquino. President of the American Federation of Teachers, discussing the importance of report cards. Okay. And Tim McCann. There you go.
Tim McCann.
Unbelievable. What a crew. Yeah, geez, what was the 8? The 8. Fuck, what is it?
Graded 8.
No.
You can't possibly be masturbated 8.
I don't think a jacket. No, I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, what else, Dave?
Nothing overly exciting.
No, all right, we'll take a few calls again.
Oh, if I could also say.
Sure, of course you can.
New merch. Gearhead merch for the winter.
You have more merch than we do.
That's right.
Good. Go get it right now. blindmike.net.
Look at that. And Why Are You Laughing is maybe the most obscure episode we've done. So looking for feedback on that. The Breaking of Joe Matarese. I don't know if you know who that is.
I know the name. Who is that?
He's an Italian-American comedian who was kind of the original, like everything that's happening now with like Stuttering John and Brendan Schaub and these people.
Yeah.
Matarese was one of their first targets a few years ago.
Oh, really?
And so we're breaking down the show that kind of broke him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's
That'll be tomorrow. Up on Patreon tomorrow. Subscribe to the Patreon.
And what's the Fake It 8, Mike?
That's why we couldn't get it. It
So
wasn't a
people are
direct.
messaging me. I actually did.
That was it. Fake It 8. Because the woman would give a fake orgasm.
Right. That's right. Yes. Fake It 8. That's a tough name. Fake It 8. That was really the name?
Yeah. At the time, it seemed like in hindsight, it's not as good, but.
That wasn't you, Dave, right?
No.
That was Steve.
Okay.
You see, we were able to get Al Michaels, not cleared necessarily, but the pressure off his back. Now the fat people are after Taylor Swift.
I like that he hasn't quite been cleared yet.
Yeah. Why would he be? I'm confused. Why would he be? He's guilty.
We took the pressure off Al because he's a friend,
Right.
He's a friend of the show.
Yeah.
And we put the fatties on Taylor Swift with that fat phobic move of hers. I'm sure you saw that, right?
I didn't see that.
In her music video. She stands on a scale.
Right.
And it doesn't say the actual weight. It just says fat.
Oh.
So the fatties are pissed.
I actually kind of disagree. I think these fat-shaming whores that Al Michaels' kids are raising are...
Right. That's a different situation.
I don't like that they root for Taylor Swift.
I'm confused. But Taylor Swift's clearly not fat, right? Is that
She's
what they're
not,
upset
but
about?
the pressure put on her, clearly, that's the kind of message she's probably sending. But why would we send that message? Because it's okay to be fat, though.
Sure. I mean, I don't really care, but I mean, I don't. But
I'll tell you, everyone that is fat really enjoys it.
So we're going after
They like
Taylor
all the comments
Swift
that are
now.
made?
They
Yeah,
are.
I love it. Okay, so Taylor Swift is next.
Yep.
Think it'll work? Think she'll get canceled?
I think she'll get canceled.
I hope so.
I think she'll be okay.
Who's calling the game tomorrow on Amazon?
Kirk Herbstreit solo.
They haven't
Is he-
announced the
okay.
replacement yet.
He can't do it again.
Taylor Swift edited the music video on Apple Music, not on YouTube yet.
Oh my God.
No
Wouldn't
more.
it be something if Al Michaels wasn't doing the game tomorrow? They'd never address it, and we just never hear from
Comes
him
back,
again.
or he just comes back a week later. That's it. It's like I saw somebody, Hubs put the apology get buried at the end of some blog post yesterday. Did you see that?
Yes, I did see that.
Oh, really?
Some long thing about the Yankees, I think, or something. They're like, oh, by the way, this happened. Sorry.
By the way, sorry, as a racist.
Yeah, see you later. Yeah, don't worry, I'm fine. So yes, okay. So Taylor Swift is that a real that gained real momentum or not?
It did.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I wouldn't
she
be
changed the video, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she eventually changes it on YouTube. Like today.
Probably it's been changed already, right?
She changed it on Apple Music.
only.
Which song is this?
That new one, Antihero.
Oh, okay. That song stinks. She stinks. She know what she
Let's
what?
not get crazy.
Well, I'm with my
Stinks?
fat brothers and sisters. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
Me and the Michaels granddaughters are still on board.
You're a guy. No guys like her. You know that. No man's a relate to her. Are you load up,
Me,
Dave?
Feidelberg, and Al Michaels' grandkids in the front row of it.
Hello. Hello.
Kirk,
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
What was your favorite hole in Merva, County Donegal? Can you recall?
My favorite what?
Your favorite hole. What was your favorite hole on the course?
Oh, at
Merva, County Donegal.
At the golf course in Donegal?
Yes, sir.
It was that par 5. The water was on my left. It was a semi-long par 5. You tee off downhill. You know what I'm talking about?
Number 8.
Is that number 8?
Spectacular.
That course is like, honestly, it might be the nicest course I've ever played on in my life. Like, I mean, just like views wise and links. Like, it was great. Great.
My favorite as well. You picked the best hole on the course, my friend.
Thank you very much. All right, have a good day. There you go. Yes. Hey, the par. Good par. Good par.
Good morning, guys.
I was actually playing downwind, Dave. I'm not a super long hitter. I reached the front bunker in 2.
Ooh.
Well, not front, like 30 yards out. But those 30-yard bunker shots are the worst. Hit a good, crisp third bunker shot, like 12 feet.
If
Missed
I
the
may,
birdie putt.
I would just say bunker shots in general are the worst.
The greenside bunker, I don't mind.
No?
I've got good enough at bunker
You're
shots
confident
where
there?
I will say sometimes get in the trap instead of the rough.
I was told 6 inches behind the ball, open up the club face as much as humanly possible.
6 inches is a lot.
And swing as hard as humanly possible.
Swing as hard. That's the one thing you got to do. Now, you risk occasionally sculling the fuck out of it.
And killing somebody.
But if you don't swing hard, you're dead. You have to swing. Little tip. Little tip. Swing hard out of the bunkers, Mike.
All right.
You know, I've seen you.
Keep that in mind.
I understand. Hello.
Hi. Before my question, when I was on hold, Dave, I'm not sure the term fatties is the preferred nomenclature.
I'm not sure that's true. Things change awfully fast.
I'm not
so I don't know
apologizing.
that.
I'm not apologizing.
I'll allow
I'm an ally of everybody.
Thank you, Mike. Go ahead.
Kirk, I was wondering if you knew that Jerry has a new sponsor, and whether you have supported the new sponsor, Bastion Pens.
I did. You know, I heard him say this the other day when I was listening to the.
It's not diapers, is it?
No, that's what I thought at first too. No, pens, like I have in my right hand.
All right.
It was during the Vola thing. I wanted to hear him, and he basically was like, "There's nothing like having a good feeling of a good pen in your hand." I think it's a good combination of honestly. I'm in.
I bet Jerry believes that though. I bet he would say that.
Oh, for sure.
On his own. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Is it a custom heavy pen? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I don't know.
Good pen.
I did hear that though. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different choices. Yeah, titanium, stainless steel. Yeah, they're not cheap.
Right.
Yes.
Well, listen, yeah.
Well, thanks.
I'll work on Craig to get a few freebies for you fellas.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you. Hello. Yes, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mike.
Yes.
Eddie Edelman here. Happy Yankee elimination
Oh,
party.
wow, that's not right, Eddie.
But anyways, hey, Kirk, did you see it just came over the Twitter that the USGA, PGA, and Augusta National are all being investigated by the Department of Justice for antitrust.
Oh, is that true? That's been kicking around for a while. Is that really official or no?
Yeah, it just came over about 15 minutes ago.
No.
I saw it on Reddit.
It won't matter.
But
All right, thank you. Goodbye.
That does nothing for you?
A lot of energy.
Is that the same thing as like the Live PGA?
I guess. I don't know. Who knows? Hello.
Hi, Kirk.
Yes.
I had a bit planned for Steve last week, and I was about to get on the phone.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
My wife walked in, and I felt shame and was unable to stay online.
Well, Mike,
I was hoping you could
Mike and I
pretend
will
to
do
be
it.
Steve, and I could do my bit now.
Mike will pretend to be Steve. He often does.
All right.
So he does a good. Steve, how are you?
Okay.
Sorry.
What would Steve say? I don't know.
I don't even know.
I'm good.
How many days a week is this show, Mike?
Thrice.
There you go. All right, go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Good to talk to you, Steve. I missed you. You're way better than Dave. That's pretty obvious. But I have a little game question for you if you want to participate.
What can I do?
I'm going to give you a few people, and I want you to tell me who the worst person is.
Oh, go ahead, Steve.
Joe Biden.
Give me options. Go ahead.
No, I got to give you the people.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
giving you some options. Okay, here.
Steve would never
here we
apologize
go.
to a caller. Okay.
Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton.
That drunk Kathy Cullinane.
Yep.
Or Dave's dead mother-in-law.
Why was this specific to Steve?
You really worked.
This was a bit that was really worth bringing back
this
up.
thing over a week.
Why specific to Steve? Why couldn't we answer
I want Steve's opinion on it.
I thought the Hillary Clinton angle would kind of get me in, and
Why were you
embarrassed?
There must be so many things you've done more embarrassing for your wife than this. I mean, I can't imagine this is the deal breaker. No.
No, this call is more embarrassing than the first one.
I agree. No, you're right. What's going on?
Really?
Yes.
That's tough.
Well, why didn't you? You were
Nothing.
you were embarrassed. You were embarrassed if she walked in. You would have. I don't understand. Where is she? Is she there now?
No, she is not here now. I work from home mostly, and I'm working right now, and just calling in.
Okay.
But yeah, I would be very embarrassed if my wife heard that and she did.
Well,
what
maybe.
the fuck are you doing?
We'll play it for her later. See what she thinks. I think she'll be really not embarrassed. This
No,
time.
I think she'll be turned on.
I think so for sure. Thank you for the.
Mostly by my Steve impression. But
That was remarkable. It's bizarre. I thought Steve was here.
I spent so many hours with the guy. You'd think I'd be able to.
Mike's fully in character. There's a cockroach in his hand. He's staring at it right now. He's got a gun. It's amazing. Hello.
Hey guys, big fan of the show. But this is the Winchester 1993 yearbook.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, it's the actual yearbook.
This will finally give some clarification.
Wow, this is
This,
well, I don't think I
yearbook.
don't think I have you. So this is valuable to me. Go ahead.
Probably burned it.
Yeah, big fan of the show, but
got it with the evidence,
there's
yeah.
no Dean here. I don't know what that Shattuck guy's deal is, but
Well, thank you, yearbook.
That's disappointing. I gotta say that's a little disappointing.
Turns out
Yearbook.
he's the exact personality of a yearbook. He is that might be honestly the most dedicated to character call we've ever had on the show. I don't think we've ever topped that. That was the Daniel Day-Lewis of
damn.
callers. Wow.
No Dean McLaren.
Wow.
That's a shame. Well,
He's a yearbook. What's he supposed to do?
Open and shut case.
We don't do sing. He's a fucking yearbook.
I guess that ends the controversy.
He gives you the information, and that's it. Then you
I was
close it.
wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong about the whole thing.
Yeah. All right. Hello. You load up, Dave?
Load up.
Hello.
There's no
Kirk,
Dean McLaren.
I would like for you to apologize to Dave Cullinane.
Sure. What for? I'm always happy to. What for?
Last week when you called Ben Volen, you never leave a message. You never, ever, ever leave a message.
Oh, I want
And
to
then
apologize
got
for
on
that.
your
You
ass
got to
to
smell.
go,
You got to smell the rhythm in the room. You got to smell the rhythm in the room, my friend. I will not apologize for that.
But Dave's always sick. He can't smell anything.
It's a good point. He even sounds a little sick today.
My voice has just not changed since being sick.
Oh,
I
that's
know.
it.
Yeah. My son, same
I'll be
thing.
damned.
Huh. All right. Thanks for the call.
Can I finally get your take on Dave's ambulance?
Oh no, you don't need to do that.
hijinks
You
this
don't
morning?
need to do that.
I'd really like it because it's been stuck in my craw.
You're not going to
since-
get it.
since
I won't
8
give it
a.m.
to you. I won't give it to you. I'm never going to give it out.
I have parent-teacher conference, my first one ever tonight. So maybe that's it. Maybe I'm on edge.
I won
because of
Friday. Yeah.
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 Wow.
And the principal knocked on my window yesterday. Another situation where I was like, if you're going to do something, like provide the value with it, that didn't pan out.
Sure.
Yeah.
You mean like the thing you just said?
I guess.
Like when you say something on the show, maybe it'll bring some value? Or no? No?
I guess.
You think it'd be a fun bit to walk into the parent-teacher conference and say, "What the fuck is up, bitches?"
I thought more like
Play
he's-
into the character.
I just figured more to have some beer with him, some alcohol. Hello. This is weird. I will say, if the principal knocked on my window, I'd be a little put off by that. I will give you that.
I would think he would say something of value.
What did he say?
He said the car in front of you is an employee, so you're going to have to drive around the car.
Well, it sounds like that's actual value.
That seems
then.
like value.
He's telling you what to. He's
No,
saying,
I mean value in terms of like your kid, your student, or whatever.
He didn't have anything to say.
Can't they just say things like giving you instruction?
Knocking on the window when you're in line to pick up your
What
child?
is he supposed to do? Send you a letter?
I said the same thing with their teacher. If you're going to knock on the window...
Like that, everyone that works at a
Why are you-
school.
what-
But don't you think if
all
I'm-
school talk?
What happened to you as a kid? Like, what happened?
So
Like,
all the cars are moving, right?
Was the car in front of you moving?
Hold on, except the one in front of me. That one doesn't move.
Right.
You don't think it... I realized pretty quickly that nobody's in the fucking car and I have to drive around
She
it.
or he?
He.
He is probably just trying to be nice.
Oh, I'm not saying he's not a nice guy. I just think when they're going to knock on your window like that, it's about your kid and something happening.
Your child is dead.
That would be valuable. That would be valuable information.
Like what? So obviously that's too far.
He's like, "Oh, thank you."
So that's and I have to go around this car? Or no, he just fucking slams in the car in front of him.
Your child is dead. Sorry, I'm wondering what to do about this car.
Yeah, I mean, great. Is this fucking car gonna move? So all right, so the dead child is too far. The car's like what?
I didn't say the dead child was too far. That's valuable information. That makes sense.
But what's the knocking line?
The knocking line. No, I just would think it would pertain to my family.
Why?
Like the student of
What are you,
my
King
kid.
Charles?
Like what? Why?
Certainly, this is about the Cullinanes.
No, but
I'm not putting it on the window for you.
Yes. What comment do you have on our sterling reputation?
He knocks on the window to say,
It tells you to move your fucking car.
That's a pretty easy thing to figure out once the cars start fucking
Well, it
moving.
seemed like you weren't doing it.
No, this was way before.
Dave's like, I understand. There were 50 cars behind me.
No,
I had to move for 10 minutes. He fucking knocks on the window.
So I'm clogging up traffic a little bit.
Wait a minute.
Fucking asshole.
You didn't ask for any context. You're just assuming these things for no fucking reason.
What happened?
This was 15 minutes before school stopped or closed, whatever you call it.
So I think what he's saying, because I know I see it all the time. I see it when I pick up Harry now. These principals or teachers get very proactive. They want to keep things moving.
Yes.
Because it gets slow. So I think he's just saying to you, were you first in line?
No.
But you were behind somebody who was behind the teacher?
Yeah, like I guess a teacher parked in a
Okay, so he's
spot,
just saying heads up, just in case you're wondering, that we're going to keep things moving. That's all.
Information, like, it's something I would have figured out. I just think when a teacher or somebody at a school is going to knock on your window like that, it's going to be about your kid, basically.
He had nothing to say. What, do you want to make something up?
He shouldn't have knocked.
The president even know who you are.
Have told me anything.
President know who your kid is. Are you?
Hey, you're going to want to drive around this car. And
Is the guy who likes the
kids are
show?
great.
Who likes you? I don't know if he likes the show, but he likes you. Yeah.
Great. All right. Take some more calls. I don't listen. Hello, idiot. Fucking idiot.
Mike.
Yes.
Hey, Mike. I know why you didn't do any podcasts at Skankfest.
Why is that?
Because there was already a gay blind Mike there, and they were chanting "blind Mike, blind Mike." So
Oh, is that true, Mike?
That's true. There's a blind Mike there.
Hey, Mike.
I've heard of this before, right?
Yes.
Huh. Have you met him yet or no?
I have not. I've never had the pleasure.
Is it gay blind Mike, huh?
I guess so, yeah.
You okay with that, Dave?
Yeah, I'm an ally.
Hello.
I'm still stuck on this car thing.
Move on.
I can't.
Like the rest of us.
Move on. Around the other car, I'd have to move.
Fake at 8 with Brooke and Jubals, I think, is what you were going
There
for.
you go. Brooke and Jubal.
Was it? I remember Brooke and Jubals. I didn't realize they were the fake at 8.
Was there one in like Arizona?
Either way.
I thought it was Milwaukee.
What was the one where I said to you, like, would you do it for a year? The one in Arizona for like $300,000?
Yes, I believe that was Nacho.
Oh, right. Yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, caller.
With, so I have, if I may, I have 3 requests: a dozen thing, and then a show thing, and then a Bruce thing.
That's 6 things.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
So what?
I just want to
So what's it to
clarify.
you?
That's all. Yes.
Well, first I'm going to give you some
One
credit
second.
that I
One
think
second.
you
One second. One
deserve.
second. One second. Dave, let's make sure these calls are going, though, okay?
Yep.
You good? All right.
Yep. Thank you.
Good.
The teachers can only talk about teacher things.
I was thinking Dave's like, well, obviously this is about the Cullinane lineage. Maybe not even about my kids, but maybe about a relative. Or
You don't think
Big
that-
Jack?
Surely you're here to regale me with a tale of
Just to let you know,
Cullinanes
your
and
daughter
years
got into a
past.
little scuffle during recess. That would make sense to me. That's fine.
I feel like that, I also feel like I know you're, but that's like
I know
not
it
really
didn't
the.
happen,
It's also like really not the principal's job.
It's not the principal's job to tell me to drive
He's
around
out
the car
there, though. He's doing
that isn't moving.
But he's doing. Should he be moving around if it is moving?
Should he be moving around?
Should you be
if
moving
it
around
is-
the car if it is moving? You said it's not moving. Well, obviously, if it's not moving, you should go around.
Well, if it is moving, it's leaving like everybody else.
What's the teacher doing in the car that's not moving?
It's not. It's just, yeah. The teacher was not there. The car was empty.
The fuck is an empty
know what you
car
do?
doing like where everyone's trying to get out of school?
Like the front of the school, 2 lines form. I don't know. I bet they
park in the teacher parking lot.
The next time this
there's not a lot of
happens,
parking, I guess.
Just slash your fucking tires.
when this principal has the gall,
Calm down.
For me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got emotional. Sorry.
when this principal has the audacity to mention something to you that doesn't involve your kids, you say this was not worthy of you and I conversing.
I've considered it.
Just saying.
I would say again.
The second time it's happened.
Again, I'm kidding with the slashing tires. This time I'm not. Like if he's gonna knock on your window, give you bullshit, you find his car and bash his fucking windows in. That's what I would say.
What does this have to do with my kids?
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
I thought he was going to say something about drinking on the premises because I figured he might have heard that.
I think
what
that's
I thought.
a
That was
worthy
my
discussion.
I hope not.
Dave's like, I've been caught by the principal.
You hear that? You can't say anything to me.
All right,
I
hello.
hope you can't.
Hello. God, he's got 6 things.
All
to
right,
bring
so
up.
I never watched a second of the dozen trivia, and now I never miss a minute since your first match with Jared and Steve.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like every once in a while, Jeff D. Lowe should throw you a bone because I'm sure I'm not the only Minute fan.
I'm sure
who's
that's
now
true.
A dozen fan.
Well, we love Jeff. Yeah.
Request number 1, just talk out answers. Don't worry about the other team stealing it. Like the good teams, talk out the answer and then find it.
Next.
I mean, you're going to help. You're gonna
Next.
help
Next.
Rico
Next.
get
Don't tell
the
Kirk
answer.
Minane what to do with
Next.
trivia. Next. 2-time MVP. Go ahead.
Gotcha. Next,
thank you.
please consider, if you will, for fans that aren't on Twitter and aren't chasing clout, if you just reconsider releasing the Steve videos and the Madawaska videos and the things. We're desperate
The
for
Steve
them.
videos from the
third-
Wilbur.
From the Wilbur.
Well,
yeah.
no, that's nothing with Twitter or clout. That if you nothing, if you didn't go to Wilbur, of course that's fine. But there should be some exclusive content for people who spent money and went into Boston. It was an interesting night. I don't think
I think you can make the argument all of it should have been. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Totally.
but no, I understand. I understand that. But are you going to Maine?
I will try. I'm having a child in December, so probably not.
You're
It's March.
It's 2 months later.
That's true. You know what? He'll be self-sufficient by then.
Good.
So
are you giving birth this show? Go ahead.
It should be exclusive content. I'm just selfish and bratty, and I want it.
That's okay. I like it.
It was very good. So
yeah, it was a great show.
The Bruce related request. If you could, and I know you're not too big of a fan of overplayed songs, if you could just record yourself at some episode singing along to the entire song of The River, that would do wonders for me.
Sure,
Thank
no
you
problem.
so much.
Yeah, make that happen. You bet. Seems a reasonable request from a reasonable man.
Certainly.
Yes, that's fine. Great song. Hello. Boy, I tweeted out, oh my God. I tweeted out yesterday, Dave, I heard this on, just randomly. It just came up on one of my playlists somehow. It was that old Seeger song, Coming Home. Did you see I tweeted this out?
I did see that.
You gotta listen to it. No, you don't need to play it now, but it's a fucking great song.
Yeah, I started it.
It's a great song.
Slow song though, right?
Yeah, what an artist though. Yeah. What a fucking great. We booked him yet or no?
No. Actually, he's like, I see nothing from him. I get his newsletter, of course.
He's reclusive.
Yeah.
He lives in Michigan. Like he never left Michigan.
Nope.
He's just just a great American artist. Great American artist.
I like that collaboration with that Three Doors Down guy too. I don't know why. Off his new album, you know the one, Landing in London. That's a good song.
Keep the traffic moving.
A sneaky little one.
It should be your motto in life. Maybe that guy is making a bigger point to you.
Yep.
Like maybe he's not talking about the car. The car in front of you is those store. Like he's just saying to you,
keep it moving.
Yeah,
keep
it moving. Going. Keep going.
Yeah, the plane landed. Go.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
I think.
That's right.
Is he a good principal?
Great principal.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Great. Hello.
Interesting for you to slander him on a public platform.
Yes. Hello.
It's Roscoe Bosco.
Roscoe Bosco. Hello. Did you see Rico Bosco tweeting this out, Dave? He's not coming on the show because the little Australian guy said he stinks on the show. This is
by
beneath
the way,
Rico.
how about him sending us that video the other day? A scantily clad
Oh,
woman.
Jesus, I know. God, it's like this TikTok porn the other day.
I got that one. Oh, yes,
you were on
that.
that. Yeah, you were on
Jesus. Go ahead. Roscoe Bosco, which feels doomed even before it began, this bit. But I've been proven wrong before, Roscoe.
It might be. It might be, Skip. It's not going great.
Okay, what's up?
I just got to say, that Jerry guy, he's pretty cool.
Uh-huh. What else, Roscoe?
No, how's about it?
Why? I want to know why he's Roscoe and not just Rico Bosco.
Because he's not. Because Rico Bosco's somebody else.
Yeah, but there was nothing different.
But a lot of people call Donald Trump caller is not Donald Trump.
What are we doing?
is.
What are you talking about? Like I'll admit I don't like when
says I'm
I
Donald
don't like when the description of the show says that Rico Bosco called in because I don't know that that's Rico. I don't know that.
He called like 3 times. So
I see it on Twitter too. It's no one's ever told me that's Rico. I don't know that.
I guess you're right about that.
It's Darlene or it's Jerry, isn't it?
That's what I always thought.
Yeah.
I thought Jerry's a big call. That's why I always thought it was so odd that Jerry was lackluster in studio because his calls are so
That's
good.
true. That's a good point. Hello.
Good morning, man. Hey, Kirk, you tweeted out yesterday that a Fetterman-Walker debate would be fantastic.
Incredible.
The only addition I'd like to request, it'd be hosted by Dave Cullinane because your producer is the dumbest son of a bitch on the planet. I've listened to the episode about his cousin and the guitar at least 6 times, and I don't know who he's mad at.
Neither does he, by the way. Neither does he.
He's an absolute idiot. Dave, I do love you.
I think everybody feels that way. Everybody likes Dave. Everyone thinks he's an idiot.
You're just are you the R word? Like, it's okay if you are. Are you special?
I may be. I don't know. I may
Kathy
be.
hit the bottle big time. Like, you got to be autistic or something, buddy.
I don't agree with any of this, actually.
I guess, yeah.
I don't think I think Dave is actually very bright and working on such a strange level that we don't understand.
Thank you, Mike.
This might sound graphic, and I apologize if it is, but I think the day of the birth, Kathy was like just shoving vodka like in there. You know what I'm saying? Like just in there.
Could be.
In the nether regions.
I don't know how that would work scientifically. You know?
I mean, go to Tubu. I'm sure it's there somewhere. Sure. I would think. But there's a lovely guy. He's doing a terrific job on the case, by the way. A+ bang-up job on the case.
Yeah.
And on the show, he gets to show up.
I don't need this.
Gets to show up sometimes you need it. Gets to show up every day. He's doing a great job.
Except on Apple. Takes a while.
By the way, 50 noon. I told you noon, right? I say noon?
I think I said 1.
No, but and noon.
Remember
I told you before.
Can we get the 1 o'clock one earlier or no?
Maybe. I'll check.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. This messed up my lunch schedule now, but
Hey,
okay.
Kirk.
Hello?
Hey, Kirk. This is Ashley from Georgia.
It's Ashley from Georgia.
Yeah, I remember Ashley.
I don't.
Yeah,
Who is
this
that?
is the first time I've listened, the first time calling. My good friend Jerry Callahan told me to tune in and call.
Who is this, Dave?
Well, Ashley is the voicemail message that Mark Wahlberg apparently talked to. So it was very recent.
Was that Cupcake's name or no?
Oh, yes.
I would like
but not
you
from
to
Georgia.
please check on your producer's integrity while researching. It seems like he has gotten the story wrong. And
I
the
find
guy
that
he's
impossible
done on this,
to
he hasn't done a
believe.
very good job.
Yeah.
Um,
What happened, Ashley?
Mark Wahlberg did in fact call me. He did call me that night, and he asked to come into the gym, and I said, of course he could. I wasn't working.
Actually,
that night.
your voice is changing dramatically in this conversation. Actually,
Sorry, Kurt. I can't seem to hold this voice as long as I've intended on doing.
Go ahead, Ashley. Bring it home.
I'll hang up and listen. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Ashley.
Hang up and listen.
One or two more.
I think you got to hear this ambulance thing.
Never gonna hear that.
How we doing?
Or unhear it.
It's a brilliant.
It's a great bit.
It's a brilliant
Right
look
after the
into
Dave's an idiot.
into a mind.
Hello.
Hey, what do Hank Lockwood and Maura Healey have in common?
What do Hank Lockwood and Maura Healey have in common?
They both use their position of power to scissor interns.
Great joke. Great joke.
I don't get the hang. What, is there a story there?
I have no idea.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't get it.
Oh, maybe she was an intern when they started or something.
No, I don't think she
Who,
was.
Rhea?
Yeah, maybe.
She worked at the front desk.
I think she was. No, I don't know. But with the Maura, I don't know the Maura Healey story. That
She's a lesbian, so she.
Well, I know
scissors.
that, but with interns, I don't really.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I understand she's. I also don't know if she does that date necessarily. If she's a lesbian, by the way. Also.
Oh yeah, it's
Hey, let's all
not
agree it was a
everybody likes
reach.
that move. Yeah.
Was that guy the COVID guy the least humorous call we've ever had the other day?
COVID. Oh yeah.
God.
Well, I said to Dave after the show, I was like, it's amazing to listen to this show. I'm assuming every day or even once a week or
Every
whatever.
day, that guy for sure.
Yeah, however often, and get hung up on a COVID take that hasn't been talked about in at least 8 months.
Yeah.
Like at least.
And I don't know. Like I don't. Whatever. It's fine if he feels that way, but like I don't care if anybody gets a COVID. It doesn't matter to me at all.
Right.
Not at all. I don't know.
That's the guy who just thinks about that shit all day. And it's not. It wasn't this show. It
Right,
was
just in
every
general.
show he's mad at.
I get if he's like. I was about to say I get if he gets mad at Stern, but even then, like I don't really get if he gets mad at Stern. Who
Right.
cares of Howard's? Springsteen
funny.
on Stern on my birthday, by the way, October 31st.
It's
Oh,
hilarious
really?
to hear Howard talk about that shit.
No, it's wild.
It shouldn't enrage.
No, it's funny.
you.
Yeah, correct. It's crazy. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. God, this pen feels good. Hello.
Hello. Dave?
Hello.
When you drive around, do you ever just leave the radio off and think,
Every now and then, yeah.
why is the world so weird? Do you ever feel like you're just living in the Truman Show, if you ever saw that video? Like, just the world is just playing one big joke on you?
Yeah.
Are you the kind of guy?
I think Dave
are you the
works
kind
on
of
a
guy,
different
Dave?
level.
Like when you're, I used to have a brother who was like this.
Okay.
Are you the kind of guy who, when you're alone in your house, you have to have like a TV on or a radio or something?
I'm that.
Are you? I'm not.
Well, now with
My
phones,
mom was like that.
now with phones, I'm always on my phone, so it's
Okay.
not. Yeah.
But some people need the sound. You do, Mike. You put
I
the
fall
TV
asleep with headphone in.
Really?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
But you're on your phone when nothing's going on though now, so it doesn't really matter anymore.
I guess. Yeah. I
Well, that's
guess.
why I asked when you're driving. That's when you're supposed to be focusing
He's on
on
his
the
phone,
road
man, too,
or
trust me.
driving to the parking lot to drink with your
No,
other
but I'll
parent
think.
friends.
I'll think while I'm driving. Sure.
Oh, many thoughts. Yeah. All right, hello. Go ahead. Goodbye. One more. Christ's sakes.
What was that?
My drink. I mean, your fucking business what it is.
Hello?
You were smashing something.
Goddamn bossy. Jesus. Hello. What's up?
I don't have time for this, but Mike, just understand that headphone has a lot more to do with your mental health than the bread you eat at Taffy's.
Thank you.
Say again?
That's deep.
That bread, the headphones you're listening to at night have a lot more to do than the bread you're eating at Taffer's for your mental health, he said.
Yeah. I don't get the connection.
You said there was no bread being served at Taffer's, as I recall, no?
There wasn't any bread. The bun they used for the burger was very good.
Oh, that's what I'm hearing, yeah.
Yes.
Brioche? Pretty much a consensus.
Yeah. Very popular these days.
All right, hello.
Hello, Kirk. I need to commend you. You've had two full-time producers on your show, and they're probably the two most unique individuals that have ever walked this earth. I mean, you got Steve just recently, who you've got thrice weekly, a bidet, and examining a dead insect. But that's we've been down the Robinson rules before.
No, Steve is in that zone. I'll give you a second, but Steve's in that zone. I don't know, Mike.
Yeah.
I felt after a while with him, nothing would surprise me. Anything he ever said, other than when he quit. After a while, like everything was in play with Steve.
I think Steve is more unique than Cullen. More of a different character. Yeah, there's other people I know that are like Dave.
Sure, I mean, Dave's his own man, but like Steve, like, you know, I still think about every once in a while that moment at that dinner in Miami. He was like, no, I just made it up. The wildest, like, I would say the wildest 3 minutes in show history was off the air, but just like
easily.
And then like
it might be my favorite show moment. Not that paired with.
Was Big Cat around for that, or what happened? Like
Big Cat? No, you saw a Big Cat fan in the bathroom.
Yeah,
or something like
that.
Right,
something weird happened.
He was like, "Hey, where's Big Cat?" or something like that.
I came back, and that's when Justin did the change the list.
Justin was doing the list, and then Steve was like, "Yeah, I made it up."
No, Big Cat came over, didn't he? Didn't somebody come over and talk to us for a while? Isn't that what it was?
That's possible. That's possible.
And then Justin, there was a pause, and then Justin was like, "Who was it?"
Well, you made a video. You went on like live on Twitter or something.
Yes.
And we're like, we're not going to say what it is. We'll talk about it on the show tomorrow, but you're not going to be able to believe.
That's good promoting, Dave. Right?
Yeah.
That's
genius.
And we were still laughing at that. Like we were in hysterics over what Steve just said. And Justin goes, actually, I think Ashton Kutcher would be higher than Travis Barker.
And Steve the only thing, if you said to Steve what happened that night, he would say that Justin had that lobster ravioli. He could never get over that. Right. I remember we were having dinner one night in Clemson during the case. It was ravioli on the menu. Just basically, and Steve's like, "Oh, they have ravioli on the menu." Remember when Justin got lobster ravioli?
And I can tell you that always bothered Justin because he said, "I looked at the prices. Lobster ravioli was one of the cheaper options."
Sure, it was nothing.
Yeah.
Ordering lobster ravioli at a Mexican restaurant is weird.
It's a unique.
In Miami on the ocean was a weird.
Yeah.
It's weird that week was bizarre. Just a bizarre week.
Very.
We're good with the calls, Dave. That was a strange week, but actually kind of a fun week. But that was funny. He's like, "Yeah, what was it, Elias?"
Yes.
It's like, "Yeah, I just made it." Because remember somebody located where it would have been?
Yeah, they found, I think it was Matt from Providence, noticed in the picture there was a bus sign or something like that.
Right.
So he tracked down where he was.
Yeah, because where did you guys stay?
I was at a hotel across the street from where you were.
Oh, right. Yeah.
A little rundown. Not quite as nice as where you guys stayed.
Yeah, ours is weird. Ours looked lousy on the outside. It was crazy on the inside, though. Our rooms were nuts.
Yeah.
It was weird. And I was just there. I remember like seeing Portnoy like in the middle of the week. During one of the breaks, I did the shows with him. And he's like, "Why'd you bring them there? Remember we raised money for you?" I'm like, "Well, we did the show." He's like, "I wouldn't have just taken the week off from the shows and just done the radio." I was like, "Oh, I guess maybe I should have. I don't know. It's not what we do." I don't know why.
Annoyed by it. Like, why would you do your show?
Like, this is what we do. I don't know. It's what I do. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, blindmike.net is the place to go, of course. Get moving there right now. Go subscribe right now. Anything you want to promote, Dave, before I talk about Milton's?
Nope. All good.
Nothing?
Sure. That charity tweet I think you're alluding to. My cousin.
Yes.
Yes. He's doing a raffle. So if anybody, because a lot of people did reach out. So thank you for doing
Bruins tickets?
Bruins tickets. Yeah, I guess they're bench tickets. So literally like right behind the bench, I guess.
I'll give you $40 for them.
$20 tickets. I know they're worth more. I don't have a problem with that though. Because you're going to accumulate the value of the $20 tickets.
Sure, good raffles, I
so
guess.
it's a good, yeah.
Right,
so I think it's littlesteve.org.
Little Steve?
Littlesteve.org.
Littlesteve.org.
Yeah.
Now we see this is all work to get promotion on the show for this charity.
For sure. Of course.
Yes.
You go to Milton's, of course. Our great friends at Milton's. Go to miltons.com. They have their locations right around here. Chestnut Hill, Square Chestnut Hill, Social Plaza Braintree, and now at the Burlington Mall in Burlington, Massachusetts. New fall arrivals. Just go peruse around. Boy, I'll tell you, Bill seemed very happy about. Interesting note, Mike. I did not know that the people in the Middlesex area where I live are taller than the other areas in Massachusetts.
That was fascinating.
It's interesting. It was just an odd. He's probably right, but it was just a very odd note. I was like,
if he wasn't a man in that business for so long, I would have questioned it.
Yes,
but he seems like
he's
wouldn't just. He's a guy that wouldn't just throw that out there.
Certainly not.
You know?
No. And I grew up. That's Middlesex is my county, my whole life basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if people are taller there than say Cullinane's, although Cullinane's short and he's not from this area.
That's true.
So I don't know.
5'11" and a quarter.
You were definitely not 5'11" and a quarter. But he mentioned
5'11" and a quarter. You're taller than me.
Yeah.
Where have you been?
You're certainly not.
Get in here.
Where have you been?
Get in here. I would not put past Cullinane wearing lifts, though, honestly. Where have you been, did he just say?
Yeah, that's right.
The same shoes as you have on, essentially. Go ahead. Back to back. Let me see. Oh, Mike is definitely taller than you, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? I would say 2 inches. Yeah, maybe you shrunk. Yes. Even people like Colony, they have clothes there as well. Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, all on sale right now. They got the suit deal going on right now. Suit separates, as I said. Buy one, get one free suit event is still going. Lots of weddings, I'm guessing, still in the fall. You see them all the time still. So get moving right now. Henleys, hoodies, jeans, coats, all your great stuff. Go to Miltons.com right now or go to one of their stores. Tell them the Kirk Minnion Show sent you. They love hearing that. I got a great note saying that all the Minifans are still going there. Loud and proud. We're back next year, 2023 at Milton's again. I'm excited for that. That'll be our 19, 20, 21, 20. That'll be our 5th different calendar year, Mike, being at Barstool.
Wow.
When 2023 comes around.
Wow, that's right.
Very strange. I think people would have said it would last this long. I don't know.
Certainly not.
No?
In fact, people said the exact opposite.
Well, I mean, whatchamacallit happened when that idiot tried to get us fired. Chaps.
You texted me in August and said we're not working for Barstool anymore.
Oh, during the Chaps thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously the craziness of 2020. But I would say since then, since the code thing, it's been pretty quiet. Like, we've had battles with people, but there's been nothing close to that, I don't think.
No.
To my knowledge.
Not in the last 2
Unless
years.
Colleen's hiding something, I don't think so. No?
Nope, not to my knowledge.
So go to Miltons.com. We love Miltons. Get moving right now. Thanks to Miltons and thanks to Ridge Wallet. Go to blindmike.net. We're back Friday with who, Dave?
It's a wild card right now, but there's some stuff in the air for sure.
Like who? Give me some names.
There's a person I am waiting to text that I think could be a good one.
Interesting.
I don't want to say it.
Text me the person. Though.
Be in studio?
Yes, hopefully.
Great.
Interesting.
Is it?
I'm interested.
Just typed your name.
I have a roster of clients
You're gonna say
being
no.
ignored, by the way.
Of course he's going to say no.
He'll say yes.
No, he definitely will not.
I'm good at this. I'm good.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm all for it.
LeBron James.
That's the number one. That's number one.
Okay. Who's number 2?
Risha, I wanted to try Vindog.
Okay.
Chief. You said you do Zoom.
No, I don't want to though.
Oh, you don't want to?
No,
Okay.
I don't want to. I tried to destroy. Yeah, I don't really want to.
Okay.
Chief on this?
Zoom? Yeah,
That's
why
your
not?
first guy you thought of?
Well, I just thought it was different. I don't
Third,
know.
it
I
sounds-
didn't want to go to like Rico right out the gate with Zoom stuff. I don't know. That just feels too quick.
Guess,
Yeah. All right, whatever. We won't do Zoom. I'll find somebody today.
Seems it's going well. All right, well, there you go.
Yeah. We'll
Anyway.
find somebody.
All right. Anything else from you, Mike?
I don't think so.
I'm not giving you this. I'm not going to get into this ambulance story. It's not going to happen.
Listen, though, he's
Can't
going.
suck- Can't suck me in.
He wouldn't get out of their way.
I won't do it. I won't do it.
Why don't you get out of
I think
Kirk's
you'll
way,
like it.
Mike? He's trying to end
I
the
think
show.
you'll like it.
All right. Goodbye.